Welcome to Dreamwalkers of Mennara, Session 3, The Haunted City. Act 3, The Descent. So, before we get started with the adventure, let's get some quick introductions. First up is Grit. Grit, we'll come back to you. It looks like you might be having mic trouble. Next up is Gertak or Gerthak.
I'm Gertak. I'm the emissary of vengeance and a blood shaman to Nordrum. The more blood I spill, the easier time the souls of my family will have in the afterlife.
Oh, just a quick note. I'm having trouble hearing Gertak. How about the rest of you guys? Is it a little
It's
bit
a little
low?
quiet.
Little quiet.
Okay.
But if I
About
turn it
fine.
on,
I
heard him fine.
All right. Next up is Lux.
I be Lux Tenebris, cleric of Telos and bringer of the holy fire.
Nice and sweet. Next up is Tarak.
I'm Tarak. And they call me the Impaler. For obvious reasons.
Yes, and also a special note, it is Tarak's birthday today, so you get...
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. So, as mentioned before, you get 5 XP or 500 silvers. Which did you choose?
I think I'm going to go with the 500 silvers for weapon upgrades.
Okay, cool. All right. So, hopefully this will be a very happy birthday in terms of the adventure, but that remains to be seen. Next up is Samsara.
I am Samsara. I've followed some strange dreams I've been having to hear from Zanaga. I've been having some strange dreams lately, like one where I met this vampire lady and killed her, and for some reason I woke up, I'd still got her brooch. I don't know quite what's going on there.
Yep, good job in that adventure. And next up is Zanarabi.
I'm Zanarabi. I'm an exiled shaman, and I'm trying to find a purpose in life following my exile.
Existential crises are always the best. So, we are starting right after the conclusion of Act 2, and there were two separate Act 2s. One, people went down into the sewers to help some missing children. Another, well, actually, for people that were in Act 2A, give a quick summary of what happened.
We went to the town there, and we were investigating rumors of a necromancer. We got in the town. The golems protecting the town went a little haywire and attacked us. They were sabotaged. So we teamed up with the local magistrate. Couldn't find the necromancer, but we found some leads leading us to the catacombs afterwards.
Yes. For 2B, a super quick summary. Do we have anyone from 2B here?
It might. Is it only me who's from 2B?
Oh yeah, I guess so. You're up.
Yeah.
Co-GM Nick.
So in session 2B, they investigated some rumors of disappearing children and found out that they were being kidnapped by a mad alchemist living in the sewers, and found that there's a lot of players in this necromancer's plot.
Yes.
Luckily, they were able to save the children before they were turned into a monstrosity, but they still might not have enough time to stop the necromancer.
But luckily, Team 2B did help clear the way, so at least getting through the sewers to the catacombs beneath will be a lot easier. So before we actually head into the first part of the adventure, I just want to know from you guys, how do you guys think that your current team, the current people now in the adventure, got together to make this final push against the necromancer?
It seems to make sense that the 2A team were going into the catacombs, which they would probably have to go through the sewers or cross by there to get there. So we probably ran into each other in town, like heading to the same place, exchanged notes, and then proceeded from there.
Sure. Well, actually, you guys will be speaking with Edmund Call first before you guys head back down. So, I guess just to give you guys some more details, you'll be starting out in the magistrate's office, but I guess we can say that maybe you guys bumped into each other when you were coming out of the, or when they were coming out of the sewers. I'm open to ideas. I mean, it's not like we have to pin it
Maybe
down.
they were going to the magistrate to report what happened with the kidnaps of the children. and
Oh,
that's
yes,
where we're
yes.
meeting up.
Exactly. Perfect. So,
So Grit's gone to Nerekhall after securing the carriage and dropping off the vampire dust. He's probably doing his best Daenerys impression of, "Where is my handle?" Trying to find him, and I guess probably directed to the magistrate office.
yeah. All right, cool. So, we will get started with the magistrate's office. One moment.
Yeah. I don't really know why Gortek would be there. But I guess he heard the Nordrum would probably have guided him towards the area in this city, I guess, for knowing that there were children that were being harmed.
Sure.
So.
Another thing too is that you would definitely have had some dreams that some of these people were in. So prophetic dreams, its fate, all that good stuff. So as you all meet with the Magistrate Edmund Call, he does mention, oh dear, thank you so much. It would have been preferable if Faltus Cromwell had survived, but we did find the evidence against him and his connection to Mavara Skein incontrovertible. However, now that we know several of the Ironbound were tampered with, all must be checked. This is an issue. Another problem is among the items confiscated from Cromwell's study were several letters from Mavara Skein mentioning something called a dream shard. I've never heard of this. Nick.
Sorry. I think I'm having a bit of an audio issue.
Oh, what's up?
Can you just say the end of it again?
Oh, sure. I was just doing that part where he mentioned the dream shard.
Oh, and at that point, you all see Largershock, and he says, "A dream shard. My friends, we must do whatever we can to prevent this from coming to fruition. The dream shard is key to unspeakable power.
By
and
the
if
way,
we're not all...
sorry to interrupt. I don't think we've got your token on here.
Oh boy.
That's fine. I can pull him over. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. They're keys to unspeakable power, and based on the dreams we've had, my friends, we may already be too late.
Too late for what?
Where the light to Kilo shines, there's always hope. We can definitely pull it off, I think.
Yeah, this dream shard must be some sort of connection to this weird overlap between reality and dreams, where some of us have had things in reality that others have had in dreams, and there's got to be a connection somewhere.
I don't like it, people seeing what I'm doing or dreaming what others are. My mind should be my own. Perhaps I can crush this dream shard.
Have ye all had the dream of the fields of blood also? I know,
Yes.
I know the Impaler and I did when we was in the inn a few days ago. If so, that means Killis has blessed you and sent you these visions as well.
And if any of you found in these dreams, it's difficult to override them and defeat the enemy in them.
Well, no, Killos guides me. I've been just fine.
Oh, good to see you, Lux. I feel like I missed a few pages of the tome recently. Where's Handel? And why are you guys talking about dreams and dream shards?
Well, Handel got messed up by them goblins, and so I think he's taking a breather to get the rest on. He was pretty worked over by them.
Your small friend seemed to lack the common sense to stand behind me. Instead, he wanted to stand in front.
Well, in all fairness, they hit him with a lot of acid. I mean, a lot of acid.
Yes. I'm surprised He's not a pile of goop.
He got wrecked by a bunch of goblins. Poor gnome.
Did he not take 4 crits?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. 4 crits. It was quite impressive. Yeah.
I do believe that Madame Marlene sold him to the House of Healers.
So there is Largashak.
Giant lager shack.
He's bigger than I remember.
Larger than life.
He's
Actually,
larger
Nick,
than-
sorry. While I was looking for stuff, did you mention the split yet, or?
Oh, no, not yet. I
Okay.
wasn't sure. So Largershock says, we have no choice but to split our forces. I'll take 3 of you and take you into the Dream Realms. It's our only hope of stopping this darkness before it starts.
So basically, with the Dream Shard, it ancient legends, but someone who possesses one, the only way you can defeat him or her is to defeat them in both the Dream Realm and the Waking World at the same time. One thing to note, though, because we've got one player who's running late, and that player needs to actually go with Largashak, it's going to be 4 people with me and then 2 with Nick, and then you'll get your third in a few minutes. It'll just work out better that way.
Yeah.
So, Magistrate Eben Call, he's listening to this, and he has a bit of a surprised look. However, he doesn't contradict Largashak. He has the look of someone who has seen so many things recently that he just takes everything at face value. Okay, someone says there's a dream shard. Okay, that sounds great. So, he does say, the Council of Magistrates demands that you present yourselves to them post-haste. However, they do not have all the details and will most likely be satisfied as long as several of you accompany me. We must try our best to gain the Council's aid in some shape or form before you head for the catacombs. The rest of you who remain here with Largashak will be safe in my estate, and you have full reign on any materials you need for whatever ritual is needed to confront Mavara Skein in the Dream Realm. So, who will go with me, and who will remain here with Largashak?
I'm quite up for going to the Dream Realm. I'm getting a bit annoyed with all these dreams I've been having.
Okay, so if you're going to stay here, put your token to the past the Ironbound on the right. And if you're going into the catacombs for real, then put your tokens to the left.
Hang on, so which of those is the Dream one?
Where Largashak is now. I moved him over. And actually, due to the way we've got the GM assistants, since Lux is with me, Zanarabi, you'll need to head over to the other one.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be the cat party there.
Apparently.
All right, so at this point, we are actually...
Cats do a lot of sleeping, so they probably do a lot of dreaming.
Oh, and who knows, maybe your 9 lives might actually come in handy. So with that, we're going to split the session. And I'm going to move into my GM channel. Nick's going to move into his. Nick will share the link for the new VTT that you guys will be moving into.
All right.
And one thing before we split up, I forgot to mention, for some of the newer people here with our campaign, unless it's specified, when a role is asked for, it's just one for the party. But sometimes we'll have roles that multiple people in the party can do. Another thing is the actually no, I'll leave that for later. Okay, but good luck for the dream team, and the descent party stay here, and move down to the other channel.
Shall I track? Oh, I can't track.
No, you're not in on this Discord, right?
Run Discord, yeah, run server. But 4 crit.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Grit. I think I can just move him.
You should be able to.
Yeah.
Should be able to. Yeah.
All right. Grit is now in the channel. All right, so we are heading to the Magistrates Council, or Council of Magistrates.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so a lot going on here. Oh, by the way, you can go ahead and wipe strain, and I would say, yeah, go ahead and put yourselves completely fresh because you had some time at Nerekhall's spa. So we are going into a social encounter, and this one will be a little bit different from the previous. So before we actually get started, each of you may make an average 2 purple knowledge lore or hard 3 purple streetwise check to glean more information on a single target. Please note this check is not a determination of knowledge gained right at this moment, but rather facts learned over time since your arrival to Nerekhall. Each of you may decide to go in whatever order you choose. Each of the attendees other than Nerekhall may only be targeted once. Each also has a different difficulty, revealed either through the preliminary knowledge lore or / streetwise check, or just before the roll. State your words before rolling, which will gain a boost or setback according to roleplay. One thing to note, because it was brought up for actually doing the roll and then the roleplay, unfortunately, I would prefer to do the roleplay first, partly because this will only be 1 round, and so there won't be any boost for roleplay that can be passed to the next person for the last person, and I do want to keep it consistent. Let's see. That said, for this encounter, NPCs won't have rolls of their own, but will respond according to yours. And GM Assistant, please keep a tally of the precise dice results for each PC, because at the end we're actually going to pull the results into a final overall one.
Okie dokie.
So, a lot of stuff there, but yeah, let's get those knowledge or streetwise checks. And you'll need to say who you are actually targeting for this.
Lux is going to try to use his knowledge check on the Chief Artificer.
Okay.
And would it be possible to get a boost on it, because I used my my heroic ability, and Kelos has told him that the Chief Artificer is not the necromancer, so he's going to be kind of trusting of the guy. Maybe that adds a setback also, but
Sure. The Chief Artificer, Rylan Olivin, will, get a boost. Sounds good.
okie dokie. Let's see what knowledge Lux has here.
Oh, okay. Let's see. With a triumph.
Failure with a triumph.
I'll say this. You unfortunately don't know a lot about him, but let me put it this way. With the triumph, you've got a really good impression of him. However, you've got a good impression of him, but you can tell he is not popular with the rest of the magistrates right now. So you kind of get a sense that this guy is pretty... he seems like he could very easily be on your side, but that might also make things more difficult with the rest of them. So in terms of timing, he could be an easy check, but he may make checks after him harder.
Gotcha.
But you might save him for one of the last checks, sort of thing. But I can't tell you the actual difficulty, though.
Yep.
All right, so next up, who wants to roll?
I mean, I don't mind going next. So I think Tarek is immediately drawn to Evelyn. She seems to be the military sort of amongst the group. Mm-hmm. And so I'd like to... I'm not sure which you feel would be more appropriate. The role's the same regardless, but I kind of feel that I would like to size her up.
Okay.
Like,
so, I mean, are you saying... Warrior. Is that lore or streetwise?
I mean, I think it's going to be streetwise, right? Like, because it's...
You've heard about her.
Street fighting skills, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is harder, though, for streetwise, but, The commoners do talk, and Captain Evelyn has definitely been mentioned quite a bit.
And you know what? We've got all of the story points, and I want a chance for a triumph on this because that could be really useful. So I'm going to flip one.
All right, sounds good.
Sorry, what was the difficulty?
So it's average knowledge lore or hard streetwise. Sorry, I may have put that on the GM layer. 1 second.
Yeah. I don't know. I just.
No, I think it's in there. It's in the
Oh,
text.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that because I have my character open on another tab, so I was looking at something else. But
No worries. Ooh.
oh, I forgot to add my upgrade in there.
Yeah, roll it separate, then just do a 1d2. Not enough. I was hoping for at least a triumph, but those threats. Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, so it changes the roll not at all.
With those threats, I'll say. Well, I'll leave it up to you. What sort of thing do you think happens with 2 threats?
I mean, perhaps Tarek is not exactly the subtle type, so perhaps he's caught just staring, like eyeing her up and down, and obviously he's eyeing her to assess her martial prowess, but perhaps that's taken the wrong way, as you know, I don't know, a large brutish hawk staring at you in such a fashion might be unnerving.
Okay. Maybe she kind of gives you the same look that you remember Turnus giving you, kind of dismissive. At least that's what you think it is.
Right.
Okay. One thing to note, even though talking to them, you can only do that once per character, you can have multiple attempts on the same person for knowledge if you so choose.
Okay.
I mean, multiple per party. So someone else, if they wanted to try to figure out Evelyn Highmarch, they may do so. But not necessary. So let's go with... go ahead.
So seeing Lux having kind of a problem with the artificer, Grit slides in and starts talking shop with him initially. He's seen the Ironbound, admires them, starts talking about kind of the technical difficulties that they had out there, and kind of appeals to the artificer through their common knowledge and interests.
Sure thing. So I have to laugh though because everyone's pronouncing artificer differently. But so with the chief artificer, and trust me, that is actually how it's pronounced. Maybe he even notices. Maybe he'll just say it's artificer, but he can tell that you are someone who knows what you're talking about, and I'll give you a boost on the. I'll give you a boost on the knowledge check because you've probably already heard about this guy just in your travels and your...
Yeah, when Grit was
rotation.
surveying Greyhaven or Nerekhall, which one to go to, he was checking who he might learn from.
Yeah. Okay, so with that success and advantage, I will tell you this. The Chief Artificer is going to be... Well, so one of the things that you know is that his brother was executed. Tristane Olivin was accused of necromancy, and he was hanged. So you do know that regardless of this, the Chief Artificer was able to keep his position. He had nothing to do. He was completely cleared of this. And you can tell that he really does want to help you, maybe in part because he wants to clear his name. Well, he was already cleared, but you know what I mean. He wants to uphold his reputation. He is going to be the easiest of the checks, and he will only be 1 red. However, once you have a successful, or if you have a successful social check with him, it is going to pass 1 setback to all the other checks. He's a little bit in hot water. Remember, these Ironbound were supposed to be under his jurisdiction, and the fact that Ironbound had been tampered with by Faltus Cromwell the magistrates are not happy about that. All right, so you guys have that knowledge of Rylan Olivan. And last but not least, Gertak, who do you want to do a knowledge lore or streetwise check on?
I will do a knowledge, not a knowledge, streetwise on Gustin Emerly.
Sure thing. And by the way, your mic is still kind of low.
I mean, I'm at 100%, man.
That's weird.
I can't go higher.
No, that's fine. I'll actually, it's going to be a little bit low on the recording, but I'll bump you up just for myself on Discord. All right, try talking now.
Let me just make sure 1 second. Hello?
No change, but I'm changing you, so it's okay.
Well, give me a second here. Maybe if my levels are like. What about now?
It's the same, but that's fine. I boosted you up on my end, so it's okay. All right, so what type of check will you be doing for the magistrate?
It'll be streetwise.
Okay.
Gertak would have been walking around the streets and while eating, just listening to everything. He could, hoping that he heard something about disgusting Emily. So it'd be a hard.
All right. So with those threats, that's interesting. That's a lot of threats. Actually, let me think about that.
I mean, those dice are clearly fixed, though, right? Like,
Maybe
success on
maybe the magistrate. I don't know. Maybe his presence is known to the magistrate because he has been seen, not so much snooping around, but maybe eavesdropping where he shouldn't be.
Actually, I've got something. You're going to get a setback with him because he heard reports of some orc that bought up all of his favorite sweet cakes from the market before he was able to get some. Or at least that's what one of his servants said. So, servant said this. He is kind of irritated at orcs right now. He thinks that you must be the orc that had all the sweet cakes. But you do know that otherwise his difficulty is 1 red, 1 purple. And you have a good sense that a check with him won't influence the others negatively or positively. All right, so we've got all the knowledge checks set through, and we're going to go into the social encounter. So it's going to be just 1 round, and each of you is going to need to go. So in whichever order you choose, but who's going to speak first, and who are you going to speak to?
Real quick, as a group, this is just player talk, not in character talk. So from what we learned from that, we want to, if we're going to talk to the chief artificer, we want to talk to him last. And then Emerly is not a difficult check and won't, or not a hugely difficult check and won't influence the others. So maybe we should talk to him first.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So, who's up?
I guess if no one else wants to, I can swing my hand at it. Do any of these people? Now this wouldn't be in the knowledge check. Just do any of them look particularly like devout?
No.
Okay.
And one thing that you know already, I mean, it's not enough for a setback, but they are definitely not worshippers of Kelos. You know, Nerekhall and Vinelvale are not on good terms, but
Okay.
not enough for them. Well, let me put it this way: they're not openly going to be rude to you or treat you differently just because they have. There's so much of a stereotype of them all being necromancer. Like literally, Vinelvale just says they're all necromancers, and if not, they're all vampires. So
Okay.
they will be polite but cold.
I just wanted to see if anyone were particularly devout, because that would be the one Lux would gravitate towards. But if
Nope.
not, that's perfectly fine.
No.
So I guess he'll go talk to Emmerly there,
Okay.
and he's going to come up to Emmerly and say, "As you can see, I'm a member of the church."
Yes. I did notice from all the red and gold. By the way, even though the token doesn't have it, Lux is in the colors of red and gold for Kelos.
Oh yeah. Well, me and my band here were sent by Kelos himself to hunt a necromancer that has risen up in your town again. I would hate to not have your support in dealing with this, so that when I report back to the Holy Church proper, I can hopefully give them a report that says that the magistrates of this fine city are doing their best to curtail the radical outskirts of the citizenry that want to perpetuate this nonsense rumor, of course it's a nonsense rumor, that this is a city that is beyond saving and beyond redemption. We wouldn't want to have the church send an inquisition now, would we? And of course, I'm doing a coercion check.
All right. So, some of what you said definitely drew a bit of a very irritated look from his face, but you made some good points. So it's actually going to be 1 setback, but 2 boosts.
Okie dokie. So two boosts, 1 setback, and the difficulty for him was 1 purple, 1 red, right?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Let's see what my coercion gets me. Oh, just some advantages.
All right. So, just advantages, but check out the handout. Let's see what would you like to do with those advantages.
Yep. Let me. I was just recording the roll real quick in my notebook here. Here we go. I think we're going to go with. Can I spend all 4 of them just to add 2 boosts to the next allied characters check? Just select
Sure.
that option twice.
Yeah. How do you think you do that?
I'm thinking that while I may not have personally, Lux may not have personally swayed them, the threat of a church inquisition and the fact that Lux hopes for their support so they can work together it's just going to make them a little bit more helpful. You know, like they may not be like on board with it because they, all they know is that he's dressed as a priest, but he didn't present any like documents or anything official. So, but they maybe just don't want to risk it.
Right. Okay, so this is what the magistrate says. He goes, Well, my portly fellow, we do have a situation at hand here, but we also have the matter of our ironbound. And he gives a very rude look to Rylan Olivan. I say that we must actually take care of that first before we send any troops down into these catacombs for this necromancer. Imagine if the Ironbound actually turned against us. Oh, the horror. But so as he's saying that, you're getting some nods from the rest of the magistrates. But one of them, Rittamore, actually says, well, it would be best to help our devout friend here and continue our wonderful friendship with Vinelvale. And he's saying that with loads of sarcasm, but anyway. But you do get 2 boosts. You did make a good point. So 2 boosts to the next check. Who is going and who will be targeted?
Who is is there a hierarchy to this magistrate?
No, the magistrates are equal, but they also have the captain and the chief artificer there in advisory capacity.
Okay. And then we're talking to them to get the permission to go to descend into the catacombs, right? That's the whole idea.
Well, no, the whole idea is to get help because there's a powerful necromancer down there, and it's just 4 of you. Who knows what's down there? So you want to see if you can get some help. Also, too, the catacombs are going to be completely dark. So one thing that... Actually, yeah, I should go ahead and tell you. The minimum aid that you can get from them is a contingent of peasant torchbearers, so that you guys don't actually have to carry torches. That's the bare minimum.
I'm okay with going next, by the way. If anyone doesn't know what they're doing, I have an idea of what I would like to do.
Go ahead.
So, Captain, am I to understand that you're responsible for the safety of people in this city?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, we were in this city when we were attacked by your very own Ironbound. Could you please explain how you failed in your duties?
I failed in my duties by giving too much trust to our chief artificer, who had assured me that the Ironbound were immune to tampering.
Excuse me, but is the safety not... Does it not fall to you? Are you not the one with whom the buck rests, as they say? Is this not your failing?
So it looks like she is eating a mouthful of lemons, but she nods silently to you.
Right.
So what?
Then, well, I'm going to coerce her.
Okay.
I'm using coercion, but I'm basically going to turn around and say, well then, since you've already failed us once, do not fail us again, as we are going to descend into the catacombs with or without your help to clean out this necromancer and his den of cohorts. You owe us your assistance. So yeah, I'm basically using the fact that she's failed us once to coerce her into assisting us this time.
All right, so she actually does respect fellow soldiers, and it is going to be 2 boosts for the check because you are a warrior, and her difficulty is 1 red, 1 purple. And I will say by bringing up her role and the fact that the buck does stop with her, I'll give you another boost, so 3 boosts total.
I wish me luck on... it's down here on this sheet, okay?
There are story points. Okay, so, wow, no successes yet, but you do have some triumphs, so, and lots of advantages. What do you want to do with this?
Sorry, I went next, and I believe was the Lux passing boost for specifically for...
Oh, he did!
Emily
Yeah!
next?
You've got you've got 2 boosts. This might make a difference.
Sorry, I...
Bam! All right. So, yeah, she is she's convinced. She's definitely... You are absolutely correct, and she turns to the magistrates. With your permission, I would like to actually send a contingent of city guards with lanterns to follow them. Not only will they light the way, but they will be able to provide much more martial support than mere torchbearers. So that's what she tells them, and yeah, so what do you want to do with your 3 advantages and triumph?
So for the triumph, for the advantage, for 1 you can pass. Is it 1 you can pass a booster, or is it 2?
Let me double check.
Is it 1 for the next and 2 for a specific?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to use the free advantage there to pass boost die along. So that should be free for the next person. And for the triumph, I specifically point out that she's here in somewhat of a it's her job, right? It's her responsibility, and we're going down there to do her job for her. Can I have guilted her enough to come with us for the triumph?
Wow. I didn't plan on that, but sure. Let me put it this way. That is a possible triumph. At the end of this, I'll show you the options and what you can use. But yeah, sure, that's a definite possibility. I like it.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you very much. All right, that's me done.
Okay. But actually, I'll say that you can still use a triumph for a social, like that'll actually be for later. I'll give you the triumph. You can still use it as a structured effect.
Can I just give someone an upgrade
Yeah.
on the next roll?
Mhm.
Cool.
All right, then. Well, Grit will turn to the magistrate Gustin and say, "Yes, these bound that you have are a marvel, and the defense and reputation of Nerekhall depends upon their solid defense. If I assisted your good chief artificer with my own considerable skills, I'm sure we can get the Ironbound up and running again. But as every good artificer knows, you need a test ground. You need to try out your fix to make sure that it sticks. If the artificer and myself worked on an Ironbound and corrected the sabotage, would you allow us to take it with us down to the catacombs, put it through its paces in a trial of fire, and then you'll know that it will work and that the Ironbound will be loyal to you again."
All right. That sounds quite good. Sorry, my cat's actually distracted me right as you started, but I did get the rest of it. Who are you targeting?
Well, the magistrate Gustin was the one that came out and said that, oh, we need to fix the Ironbound right away, and we totally depend on them. So I was saying that I would assist the artificer in repairing them, but to make sure that the repairs stick, you need to put them through a small test.
So one thing though, you can only target each of the magistrates once. So you would need to have spoken to somebody else.
Okay, well then I guess I'll just target to Ridamore then, but addressing what Gustin had brought up as an objection that everyone had nodded to.
Okay, sure. So what type of check are you doing? Like, how are you?
It's like a negotiation because I'm offering my services to them in exchange.
Okay. All right. That's actually that's pretty good. I'll say that you get a boost to that, and Rylan actually speaks up and says, "I would absolutely be amenable to his terms." And yeah, so go ahead, negotiation. Oh, and he is a little difficult though. He's going to be 2 reds and 2 setbacks.
And then the next person that went had been upgraded.
Had an upgrade and 3 boost die.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, I think I've got that then. It would, because I have yellow green, so that'd make it yellow yellow, and then 2 boosts versus 2 reds, and
Well,
2
you
blacks.
have 3 boosts from Tarak, correct? And a boost from your RP, so you've got 4 boosts total. Versus 2 reds and 2 black.
Do you guys want me to spend a story point on this?
It would get you an extra dice, so that might not necessarily be a bad use of it.
All right, so I'll flip a story point, and I'm rolling 4 blues, a green, and 2 yellows.
Don't forget to actually flip the story point. Oh gosh. Okay. Despair. Yeesh. That's a lot of advantages though. Holy moly. Okay. Well, let's see here. Okay. Despair, despair. You think on the advantages, I will think on the despair. You know, I'll just for simplicity's sake, I'll say that the Chief Artificer is not really popular right now, so that's going to upgrade the difficulty of the next or the final check, actually. So, yeah, but you've got tons of advantages to work with.
Yeah, I guess we could discover a deep, dark secret of like a couple of these guys.
Well, do remember, so you've got your last check, so there's probably, and it sounded like, well, actually, I'll let you guys figure it out. So, will Ryland Olivan be the final check that you target, or do you guys want to try to find out something for some of the others, or, discuss?
I would say have Brylan Olivan be the last check.
Yeah, he's already amenable. Like we've already discussed, using his ironbound, and yeah, I think it makes sense for him to be the final check.
Okay. So, do you want to learn some more information about him? You've got desire, fear, strength, flaw. Those are possible options.
True goal is also an interesting option since we know that the Ironbound were acting up. We don't think he was at fault because of it, but that could be something just to confirm.
True goal. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so that'll be 3 of the advantages. Before I reveal that, what are you going to use the rest of them for? Or actually, no, I'll just go ahead and just do that, because then that might influence your... Oh, give me 1 second. My cats are being crazy. Jeez, get out of here. Go. All right. So, 1 moment. Okay, so his true goal is to, 1, figure out the connection that Tristane Olivan may have had to this other necromancer. And you're pretty sure that you've heard about his interest in the forbidden arts. Technically, it's because he needs to be the chief artificer. He needs to guard against these terrible magics, and but you've heard some rumors that maybe his interest is a little bit more than just scholarly. I will say this: you don't think that it is completely malicious intent, but well, you do know this. His true goal is just to gain more power and prestige in Nerekhall. All right, so with that, go ahead.
Maybe can we use another 3 to learn his fear?
Yeah. So his fear is, well, that people will associate him with the misdeeds of his brother, Tristane Olivan. Or continue to do so. So I think that leaves you with how many advantages left? 2?
Yeah, 2, so I can give 2 boost dice.
Yeah. All right, so looks like Gertak is going to be last, and when it seems like the party has discussed, you will be targeting Ryland Olivan. You've got 2 boosts, native. His difficulty is 1 red, and let's get some RP, and maybe that'll add 1 or 2 more.
So 1 red, plus it was upgraded, right, because of the...
Right.
Yeah. So
but before you roll,
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just setting it up here for now. Gertak will approach Olivan. You know, if I was in your place, I'd do everything that I can to make this right. You wouldn't want the magistrate not to help us. And then what if we fail? The necromancer will just be at large. How much more destruction will he cause? How much of your name will be tarnished by this?
All right, so you are playing on his fear. That is very potent. You may get a free upgrade.
Okay, so free upgrade 1.
So 2 boosts and an upgrade.
And what was that? Was that a charm or a coercion? Coercion, right? No, deception.
Not deception.
No,
So
coercion.
It sounded like a threat.
yeah, I mean, yeah. So coercion. Well done. Okay, so the magistrates begin to talk very heatedly. Captain Evelyn just seems very put out by all of this, but yeah, I will reveal the handout. So you will have a handout that you should see called Council Aid. So how would you guys like to spend your, or actually, what is the final dice result all pulled together?
Alrighty, all pulled together, we have 3 successes. Now the advantages that I think we used all of our advantages for stuff, or do you just want a final tally? And
Oh no, just final tally.
okay,
Complete final tally.
so with advantages, that is what 10, 17 advantages, and 1 triumph, and then there was the 1 despair in there, but I think you already used it unless you want it to calculate into.
Yeah,
this.
because I'm also counting stuff for basically it's getting counted twice because I didn't want it to influence how you guys would. Though you guys did get 17 advantages, that's really crazy. So I'll say this. I was going to have it so that you could only take 1 light source team, but with that many advantages, you guys can take city guards and ironbound with you. So with the triumph though, how many triumphs? We have 1 triumph?
Just 1.
All right, so you can choose to have Captain Highmarch join you, or she can grant you a true light lantern. You won't be able to have both, unfortunately. That would have taken 2 successes.
I would like her to come with, personally. I mean, I realize this is a group decision, but I'm on her coming with.
Okay. So I'll actually say this. With that many advantages, I'll say that 5 advantages can also be used to bring 2 ironbound with you.
Well, then let's use let's start divvying it up. So let's deal with the successes first. We've got 3 successes.
Oh, the successes.
No, I'm sorry.
It's just,
those are just, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So we have the 1 triumph, and what does everybody think? Do we want to have the Lady High March come with us? Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Any other input?
Yeah, the lantern. We're already carrying stuff. I imagine everyone's hands are full.
Okay.
Oh, but I was saying that you have to choose between the captain or the lantern.
Right, the captain or the lantern.
Yes, the lantern doesn't sound very useful.
All right, so for our triumph, it looks like we're having Captain Evelyn Highmarch come with us, and now we've got 17 advantages. Let's knock 5 of those off right away, leaving us with 12 for 2 ironbound.
I mean, is the true light like they would just give us forever?
It's being loaned to you, but I put it on the handout so you can see what it does.
No, yeah, then get the captain. Yeah.
So you also have it takes 2 advantages for scrolls of dispel, and as far as I know, none of you actually are able to dispel, so that might be something you guys want to use it for.
And so, I mean, how about we get
the check? I don't think anybody's good at the check.
I can do knowledge lore.
You can?
Yeah, Grit has knowledge roll, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his roll was pretty high on the knowledge.
I think Tarak was saying something there, and we kind of cut him off. What were you saying, Tarak?
So, if we knock 5 off for the ironbound, and that leaves us with 12, why don't we just get 1 team of torchbearers, like city guards with lanterns, and then just spend all the rest on well, let's get 2 teams of that because that evens it out, and then just spend the remaining 5 on dispel scrolls, right? Sorry,
You
the
can also
remaining
get
10
healing
on
elixirs.
scrolls.
Well, let's do this. So we have 17. We spent 5 on the 2 ironbound. Let's spend 1 to upgrade from young men and women to a team of city guards. Sound good so far? That leaves us with 11. Let's get some scrolls of dispel. What do you think? That's 2 each. Why don't we spend 6 on that? Leaving us with 5. So Grit can have 3 scrolls of dispel. Does that sound like a decent amount?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then, last but not least, let's use the last 5 to just get 5 healing elixirs. That's 1 for each of us, and then another one that somebody can carry.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Sounds
Does
good.
that sound good to everybody? Okay, so I think then if there's no dissent in that, it would be a total of 2 ironbound soldiers with torches, Lady Highmark coming with us, 3 dispel scrolls, and 5 healing elixirs.
All right, cool. So 2 teams of city guards. 1 second while I set that up.
I believe it was just the one team.
Yeah, it was just 1 team of city guards because we have the 2 ironbound.
Ah, yes. Okay. So let me. Okay, so you've got city guards with you, and I'll actually put their number, so it's actually 5 of them. Not 5 teams, but 5 individuals.
Yeah, I assume it acts like a minion group.
Yes, and then Ironbound. 1 second while I pull those over. I actually forgot to bring those. Oh wait, no, they're on the previous page. Ha.
So you guys have your healing potions, but Grit also has his apothecary kit and knows medicine.
The healing potions are just nice to have.
Okay, so one thing to note on the council. Oh, I guess I didn't put that in there. Let me find it. Ah, there's the handout. Okay, so you now have light in the darkness as a handout. Darkness is a major environmental concern in the catacombs, unlike the sewers, which are at least intermittent, or which has at least intermittent illumination from above. The catacombs have large sections devoid of any light. Without a light source, the PCs gain the blinded quality. This doesn't count as a critical injury, but carries all the same effects otherwise. However, you guys have taken care of that pretty much. You guys won't have any darkness setbacks. Good job. Another thing is that the city guards will actually aid you. So they will provide a number of boost dice to 1 check per round for PC's roll. So yeah, pretty good bonus. The Ironbound, they will actually do the same. Each one can add 2 boost dice to a single PC's roll. Ironbound also upgrade the difficulty of magical checks, both negative and positive. Please note that. For anyone engaged with them due to their graven wards. And once per encounter with a story point, an Ironbound may intercept an attack meant for an engaged PC. That Ironbound is no longer functional at that point. I'll say this, because you had Captain Highmarch, I'll say that she acts like an Ironbound. And maybe there'll be some other special things that she can do, but I'll leave it at that. All right, so let me make sure I give you guys the ability to move these 2.
So what about Grit trying to repair any Ironbound that are made unfunctional?
Oh, so that we'll say that you actually work on the Ironbound that have been offered, and just to double check and make sure that they haven't been tampered with and they meet your inspection. Looks like they're good to go. All right, I'm just
Grit's
giving
also analyzing them in case he wants to make some of his own someday.
All right, so we're going to head to the sewers. Give me 1 second. I need to update my CoGM on progress.
No worries. So for the extra healing potion, who wants to carry it? Lux doesn't need to because he's got his magic. So does someone else want the second healing potion?
I kind of am a bit tempted to say yes, but also I'm probably one of the tankier people, so like with a higher soak value and such. So I'm also not averse to if there's someone who would describe themselves as squishy, wanting it just to have a safety net.
By the way, I just want to say, wow, you guys did amazing with that. 17 advantages, good lord.
All the advantage.
So, GM Assistant, add 1 XP for the suggestion to bring Captain Highmarch. That was good. All right.
Okie dokie.
So, are you guys ready to head down?
Yep.
All right. So, first you head to the sewers. The sewers are above the catacombs, so there's still some light. And you see a couple of bodies of, well, there's a dead crocodile, lots of large fleshy mounds that the other team actually took care of before. However, due to the fetid smell of waste and decomposing flesh, I need everyone to roll an average 2 purple resilience or hard 3 purple knowledge adventuring check. The knowledge adventuring check, what is happening is that maybe someone is very familiar with this sort of thing. They've done a lot of dungeon delving, so they've already prepared like a rag that's been soaked in very strong spirits to overcome the smell.
Okie dokie. So let's see, 2p resilience because we don't need no knowledge of adventuring. We have killers to guide us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the impaler. I'm just going to roll that resilience.
All right. So Gertak and Grit still need your rolls.
For those healing elixirs, you meant the health elixirs from Realms of Terranoth, right?
Yeah. You know, it's funny. It's actually mentioned both ways in different parts of the book. And
Yeah,
couldn't
I know. I
remember
just
which
wanted
was
to make
which.
sure.
Yeah, it's the stim packs basically from Star Wars.
Yeah, it's a stim pack, so everybody knows how it functions. It's a stim pack or a painkiller. I just wanted to make sure while I was, looking it up to get.
No,
the
that's
page
a good
reference and
question. Unfortunately, Grit failed. Grit, you are going to have 1 setback to all checks until further notice. Do me a favor, or actually, I'm going to put it on your token just because it'll make it easier to remember. I'm going to put a symbol with 1, and that just means you've got 1 setback. So, unhappy face there. But you did get 2 advantages. I'll say that you will have a future check to get rid of this. You'll get a boost to that check. Actually, I give you 2 boosts to the check. So just remember that the next time you have to roll a check like this. All right, so moving on. You come to a bridge, and it looks like the only way to get to the catacombs marked on your map is to find a way across. Alright, so to access the catacombs, everyone will need to roll an average 2 purple, 1 setback, athletics or coordination check, or suffer a short fall. Please refer to the following handout. The setback from sewer sickness still applies, and 1 single hard 3 purple knowledge adventuring check may be rolled beforehand to grant some boosts.
So from the picture, it looks like there's some still large logs that are not currently supporting anything.
Yes.
Could I use the iron bound at my direction and mechanics to try to swing that over and kind of make a makeshift bridge that people could scurry over across the gap?
Yeah, sure. Let's put it this way. That I'll give you a boost to that. That's a good idea. Unfortunately, a lot of this wood is pretty decrepit, so you're going to have to rely on your keen knowledge of adventuring to choose the right ones. And actually, I'm going to upgrade that check.
Ooh.
So,
this is some
does someone
old
want to
wood.
make the knowledge adventuring check first? And we'll go from there. Because I have an idea how Tarek's going to try and get across.
I think Grit is probably the smartest among us if he wants to make that knowledge check, even if it's untrained.
Yeah. He definitely has the smarts by comparison.
All right, so it's going to be
So,
1
what's the
red, 2
difficulty?
purples. And you do have a setback due to you are feeling quite nauseated from the sewer sickness.
I have yeah, I guess it's adventuring because I have knack for it mechanics, so I think I'd be able to pick structural integrity pretty well. But
Oh, you know what? Sure. In this case, yes, you may. Yeah, you can definitely replace that. So you can do the mechanics check and remove the setbacks. This
Just
is
use
your
mechanic.
thing. Oh no. So unfortunately, as the ironbound are moving these things around, you can actually tell the wood is just, it's not strong enough to support enough weight. So it won't help. However, I'll say that with, well, actually, you tell me, what do the triumphant advantages do?
so I'm there just cursing in every dwarven curse that I know because of how terrible the materials I have to work with. How can I be expected to work under these conditions? And then we start to realize that actually, yeah, people might have to make a little bit of a jump, but these ironbound are just slinging these giant pieces of rotten wood around. They could be giving us a boost on the way over.
Oh, they can. Sure. Okay. Tell you what, I'll
Are
say
you suggesting we
that
toss the dwarf?
Yes, I'm suggesting we toss the dwarves.
Don't tell the elf.
I'll say this. You know that because I don't want to give. Well, you know what? Sure. Okay. Um, yeah. Let's say this. You do get one boost to everyone's check to get across if they jump. This won't count for a coordination check, but it will count for. No, actually, any way that you want to do it is fine. You can take a boost, and that's just with the triumph. With all those advantages, I'll say that one person also gets an additional 2 boosts. All right, so who's going to go first?
So I have a suggestion.
Uh-huh.
So Tarek's going to look at. Well, that's probably the most athletic amongst us. Shall we put it that way? As he kind of looks at the others. Perhaps I should go first. I could tie a rope to myself and take a rope across.
Sounds good.
Do you have a rope?
Yes. I do have rope. So he puts his pack down and pulls out this large coil of rope. Ties it to
make sure
himself.
you actually
and
had rope.
Yeah, and hands the other end to Lux.
All right, yeah, Lux will hold it. All right. If you fall, don't be dragging me down with you.
So I don't necessarily. I realize we said the next person, but I don't actually want the 2 extra boost dice.
Okay, I'll say that then it can be
Okay.
1 boost to anybody else.
Because I'm just going first because it makes thematic sense for the big strong orc to go first and take a rope across, right? That's in my head. So this is what, 2 purple athletics, or where is
2
it?
purple, 1
2
setback.
purple, 1 setback. With a boost, 1 from the ironbound as well, because
And
I'm
I'll
not
actually
afraid of
upgrade
taking.
it.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll upgrade it right back because we seem to have a lot of story points right now. So let's go for this athletics check then.
Nice. Flying colors. You are across. Go ahead and move your token across the span. And because you brought a rope with you, by the way, GM assistant, go ahead and add an XP for that because, yeah, very, very basic thing, but it's important, and sometimes people do forget. And you guys all have 1 difficulty removed, so it's going to be a simple, or easy rather. Sorry, easy check. So 1 red and 1 setback, or sorry, 1 purple, 1 setback.
Well, I'll go next unless anybody really wants to.
Well, Gerdak was just gonna jump.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot to mention. So you brought the rope over. The rope will count as a. Well, I guess it could also. I'm thinking it would only help with a coordination check. Not because if an athletics check, you're just jumping over. You're not going to be using the rope,
Well,
right?
you could athletics to like rope climb across.
Or well, I
Oh,
was
that's a good
thinking.
point. Yeah.
I
Okay.
was thinking, like, I'm on this side. I could always hold, like, wrap the rope around my waist and hold onto it tight. You can just tie the other end round whoever, and that way, even if they fall, I can pull them up. Right? They've got a safety net. In that case.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but on a despair, they take you with them.
I mean,
Well,
I
it'll
mean,
be an opposed check, so we'll see. All right. Let's. Yeah. So you guys get one purple, one black for your athletics or coordination check to get across. Uh-oh. So Grit slipped. However, it looks like Tarak was prepared for this, and so you're going to get 2 boosts to the check. But I'm going to say that you're going to have Grit. What's your total encumbrance?
7.
7. Okay. So I'm going to say that that is a hard check to keep him from falling and keeping yourself from actually falling. But
all right.
I'm going to upgrade that.
Can I?
And then I can spend my advantages to give him boost.
I was gonna say, can I use my 3 advantages to say he jumped, didn't quite make it all the way, but I helped grab his hand.
Sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
Can I use all my advantages to say that I jumped and I was ready, watching anybody else who jumped. So when he jumped and he missed the jump, or he didn't make it all the way because he wasn't strong enough to make it all the way, I grabbed him.
Well, no, because we're still going to need to do the check, but I'll say that you can assist Tarak in keeping him from falling. So in other words, it's not the advantages aren't going to give an automatic success, but you can help. So I'll say you're able to immediately give 2 boosts of assistance. So it looks like they're 4 boosts.
All right. 4 boosts. It's 3 difficulty. With
Upgraded
1
once.
upgrade.
Mhm.
I'll spend a story point because screw you. This is athletics, right?
Mhm.
Cool. No, I hit that button again. Oh, there we go. Cool. All right.
Oh no! Oh no!
No.
So
Can I
unfortunately,
spend all the advantage to say I just let go of the rope? Bye, Grit.
yeah.
Actually, I have a suggestion for the
Yeah.
advantage. That there is it looks like there's like entrances down in this chasm. Maybe the advantage is you couldn't pull him up, but you're able to use the rope and momentum to swing him so he doesn't fall. So he lands like if you look like right here.
So
there's probably stuff on the other
unfortunately,
side.
while that sounds like a good idea, you would need a success. I'm not going to let the advantages actually be a success. So he is going to take a short distance fall. However, that's a lot of advantages that you can use on the coordination or athletics check to break the fall. So if you look at the falling handout, I'll say that every 2 advantages can be used for a boost on your check to mitigate the fall.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't meaning to mitigate the short fall. I was meaning to help him in the fall. Sorry if that
Yeah.
wasn't clear.
So yeah, let's say that although I'm not able to necessarily pull him up, I'm able to ease his descent, and it's more of a it's more falling with style, right? Like it's a controlled descent.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So,
So that's 4 boost.
yeah, it looks like it. Yep. So it's an average athletics or coordination check, and the base damage is 10 damage resisted by soak, 10 strain not resisted by soak. Ah. All right. So, you have reduced the damage by 3. So it's going to be 7 damage resisted by soak. And you have resisted the strain by 4. So it's going to be 6 strain. Straight through soak.
Alright, so I take 3 wounds.
Does that get him across, or do we still have to get him back up?
I'm going to say this. The way that he was able to fall. He did fall a short distance, but he's actually on the right side, so he's fine.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we were, taking it one step at a time before I made
Mhm.
my check to cross.
Yep.
The dwarf curses resume, and then I ask, "How do you guys jump in this stuff?" As you see that Grit is now wearing chainmail, and those that had seen him before, he wasn't wearing any armor before.
Aha. All right.
Um,
Next up.
all right, so to get across, it is 2 purple, 1 setback. Then it's reduced by 1 because of our check earlier, and with 1 boost, right?
Yeah. Where'd the boost come from? Oh, yes. Correct.
That was from
And,
the Ironbound, I believe.
I'm going to use a story point.
Oh, I already here. I'll just roll a red, and we'll replace the. I rolled quicker than you said that, so we will roll 1 red. It is a despair though. If we replace the purple, so I would lose 1 success but gain 1 advantage, and then there's the despair.
Ooh. Okay. As you get across, the rope breaks, so you don't fall, but the rope is done.
I'm okay with Tarak losing his rope for me to safely cross.
Sorry, I was talking to my significant other. You appear to have got a despair there.
Yes.
Yeah. The rope broke, and I'll say that. Yeah. We'll do that. Okay.
As Lux gets across and pulls it. Well, you see there, that's the problem. You don't have a good dwarven rope. This is just grass beaded together. You got to get a good rope. And Lux is going to hold up his rope that's, good dwarven rope and then put it away.
Made from dwarven beard hair.
Yes.
Strongest
Dwarven
stuff.
beard hair rope.
All right. Last but not least, we've got Gertak, and don't worry about the Ironbound and the NPCs. They get across in, style and fashion. Well, actually, no. If there's
No, Lux was the last one, I thought.
oh, Gertak already went. Right, because he went first. Okay, perfect. All right. So, man, I should have used the despair for Captain Evelyn falling to her death. No. All right, so we're actually making pretty good time. Let's take a 5-minute break, and I will be speaking with the co-GM.
Cool.
Oops, move your tokens. Yes, thank you. Okay, so I'll be back in 5 minutes, and remind me to start the recording. We are back from our 5-minute break, and so yes, you definitely get a rest check, and you can also do a medicine check.
Before I do, though, does anybody else have medicine? Because it's much harder to use medicine on yourself.
That's true.
Sadly, I am of no use to you.
What does that fall under? Yeah, no,
Intelligence.
you don't want Lux medicine you. He can try to heal you with magic if the medicine check doesn't go well to get rid of some of the wounds. Or if you want to, instead of that, if you don't want to self-medicine, self-medicate.
Yeah, the
Okay.
medicine check doesn't pass.
Ooh, unfortunately, you take further strain. By the way, though, you can do a resilience check to get rid of the sewer sickness now that you are far enough away from the sewers. And you do get, I believe it was 2 boosts? Yeah, 2 boosts to that check.
Oh, I would have, I guess, wanted to do that first because that setback is on my medicine.
Sure, we can retcon that. That's fine.
What's the difficulty on the sewer sickness?
It's an average 2p resilience check. Can you guys see the stuff on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure because yeah, a lot of times, well, I'll put the difficulty on the screen for you guys so that you can see. But sometimes I do put in the GM layer, so I'm always paranoid about that.
Yeah, no worries. And while he's making that check, Grit will, or not Grit, I'm not Grit. Lux will say a prayer over him and try to get him some wounds back there. If he fails the resilience check, would you allow me to use the restoration additional effect on heal, which is select
Sure.
one ongoing status effect? Okay.
Oh, but he passed
So-
with flying colors. So
Okay,
good
cool.
job.
That's why I was waiting, because I wanted to try to remove that if he wasn't able to.
And I'll heal strain off of that.
And so let's see if we get any healing for you. We're going to move away from the Ironbound so they don't mess with the magic.
Yes.
And so that is 3 wounds and I believe 2 strain that I heal on you. Yes. So 1 wound per uncancelled success, 1 strain per uncancelled advantage. So you get 3 wounds and 2 strain back, and I take 2 strain for casting a spell.
Okay, so we're going to move to the next board. Anything else before you guys move forward?
I think we're good.
No, I'm good.
All right, so as you follow the map, this was not marked on the map, but you enter a cavern filled with massive webs. So I need all of you to roll a hard 3 purple coordination or perception check. If you fail this check, you are caught in sticky webbing and are immobilized for 3 rounds. Breaking free early will require a hard 3p athletics check, but actually don't roll that check just yet. Let's first get the coordination or perception checks, and then we'll move on.
Just out of curiosity here, instead of that, could I just burn the web as we're going through it, or would that be a bad idea? Would it catch like the whole web on fire kind of thing?
So you can do an average knowledge of entering check.
Let's see how smart Lux is here. Oh, I do not have knowledge of entering on my sheet, so I'm just going to make this I don't have ranks in it anyway, so I did get a success.
Okay. Go ahead and take a strain, because as you're about to set the webs on fire, you realize, like, oh crap, they're flammable, but they're very flammable. You could basically engulf everybody in flame if you weren't careful. You can, but you do know this: the webs do burn. So if someone gets stuck, you would be able to free them by burning the webs. The webs will burn them, though. Yeah. But you can free them instantly with fire.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, but like I said, it will burn them.
Yeah, they will get burned. All right, so let's make our check here to see if we can avoid the webs. We do not.
Okay, so unfortunately, Lux, you are stuck. So I'm
Yep.
gonna put web on you, and I'm gonna put web 3. Okay.
All right. So thematically, we know Tarek has a pike. Can I like lash out with the pike to kind of start slashing away at the webs as I walk through?
Sure. You can actually use that's a good idea. Go ahead and use your attack check instead of the coordination.
Cool. And that's still a 3 difficulty check. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I will be doing the same.
Oh boy. Unfortunately, those webs are a lot stronger than you thought. You are webbed. I'll say with that triumph, you can either take it as an upgrade to breaking free, or you can lower the time that it takes to get out. You can lower ensnare 3 to, I'll say, ensnare 1. Up to you.
Yeah. I'll
I'm gonna be I'll be slashing it.
And for the advantage, can I provide someone a boost dice? Because, I've cut away some of the webs.
Yeah.
I'll leave the boost dice to someone else. I'll take the gamble.
I think you're actually the last one to go. Everybody else has rolled.
Oh, great.
Grid hasn't gone.
Yeah, so Grit, this is really nerve-wracking for you. So I'm going to say that you take 4 strain. right, take 1 strain, but you do slash through. So you are fine. Actually, also arrange your tokens in terms of first person is to the right towards that that exit point, and then yeah. So let's figure out how everyone is arranged.
So it would be in terms of the order we rolled, it would be Grit, Lux, Tarek, Guthrum.
No, Grit was last, right? No.
No,
Grit
was
the
first.
roll.
Oh, sorry. So then, yeah, I would have rolled that boost then. So let me roll that boost. Sorry. So same result.
Okay, so I'm going to make your tokens pretty small. Just it'll help out with what's coming next. And it'll take a moment for me to arrange you guys. But anyway,
For our order here, real quick, did you want us to be in the order we rolled, or just
no,
in
just
marching order?
how you can arrange yourselves in terms of.
I mean, Tarek would have gone first. Like, he wouldn't have. There wouldn't have been any debate. He'd have just gone. Like, it's his way.
Okay. And also, and this could matter, are you guys engaged or more short distance from each other? You're not all packed. You can either be packed in or not.
Lux would want to be engaged with the party, but not with the. He would be avoiding the being engaged with the Ironbound.
I would have been a short distance from the party.
All right, so the Ironbound are
this
short
side.
distance, and I'm actually going to move you over here, but it'll make sense. We do range bands a little differently. It's the way that Tarak actually, or Wisconsin.
Well, I mean,
actually.
it's Wis.
Yes,
Yeah.
I keep
I
forgetting.
stole
that.
it from him.
Okay, so as you guys start to struggle in the webs, the vibration goes throughout the entire cavern, and you hear skittering, and I need everyone to give me vigilance checks for initiative. All right, so remember, you must... Oh, wait, before you guys roll that initiative, let me actually put on the board. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll initiative. Make sure that you actually choose initiative vigilance, not actual skill of, like, there's the initiative in the specific initiative section.
Yeah, if you go to weapons, the weapons talents, you'll have initiative at the top of the sheet there.
And let me rearrange these guys just a little bit. Okay, so you guys are all in those range bands. And, oh, actually, technically, Gerthak, yeah, you are actually over here. You're right. So you're not engaged with them, but you are short distance from them.
I have a question. Since me and Lux were got stuck in the webs, would it make sense for the other two to actually be ahead of us? Because they're the ones that made it through. We did not.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
But I'm going to try to cut Lux free, so I stay with him.
So yeah, sure, I'll be front then, because I cut my
Well,
way through.
that doesn't mean you're a range band away. It just might mean, thematically you're ahead of us.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mean like anything mechanical like that. Just as positioning from a thematic standpoint, like
Sure.
trying to narratively explain where we are in relation.
No,
to
that makes perfect
Yep.
sense. So actually, Gertak and Grit are a little bit ahead of you guys, but they've turned around to try to cut you free. Then you hear the spiders approaching.
Gerdak wouldn't. Gerdak be like, you deal with your own.
Oh, okay. So we've got one more initiative. I think I may have reset it before someone rolled it. Oh,
Sorry,
no, we're missing
it's me.
one. Okay.
It's been a while since I used this, sir.
No worries.
You say cool or vigilance? Vigilance?
Vigilance. Alright, so I'll roll mine. And actually, these guys get boosts because, they're lying in wait. So right.
Hate spiders.
Your attack should have one more success and one advantage because he rolled with difficulty in there. So
Yes,
it's
I did.
the 1-2 should be a 2-3 for the PCs.
All right. So you said the 1-2 should be what?
A 2-3.
2-3.
And that Spiderling got a triumph if you would do something with it.
Yeah. Let me just make sure these are all set. PC actually should be ahead of that guy. Species, PC should move up here. Okay. Yeah, you guys have a lot of rolls. I'm going to say that Spiderling got a triumph. They're climbing up the ceiling, and they are actually passing by the ones who are not stuck and going for the people that are actually stuck in the webs. So that's what they'll do.
Makes sense.
Okay, so 3 PCs are up.
Yeah.
And
Gerdak would just
do remember, once you're done, actually say you're done so that I know to advance the initiative slot.
okay. I got a question that I read. I read the magic rules and everything. Does it take a maneuver or an action to cast
Action
a-
to cast.
Action.
Action. All right.
Unless you have the conduit talent that allows you once per encounter to do it as a maneuver.
So Gerdak seeing this spider, the Bane spider one here. He doesn't know its name, Bane spider, but he would just see just big spider coming out. He would just instantly charge up and run up to it and smack it.
Do note that the entire battlefield is difficult terrain due to the webs, so every range band will take 2 maneuvers.
Sure. So to engage, I use. I take
Oh,
2
wait a
strain.
minute, I forgot my own notes here. Everyone needs to give me an average fear check. So don't worry about, I'm not going to retcon the initiative rolls, but now you guys are going to have the fear check.
Yeah, no worries. So an
It's
average.
discipline, right?
Discipline or cool. That's our homebrew because I like the Star Wars system better than the Genesis system. So Genesis is just discipline, but I like having both discipline and cool. So average 2 purple.
The servants of Kelos know no fear in their hearts.
Apparently, Tarek hates spiders.
Okay, so you are afraid, but you do have. I'll say that you're afraid, but with those advantages, I'll give you +2 damage because you're afraid, but you're going to have +2 damage to your attack. You do have 1 setback though for this encounter.
Gerdak will move up to engage.
It's difficult terrain, so it takes 2 maneuvers to move a range band, so you wouldn't actually be able to engage with them if you went right away.
Well,
You take
if
2 strain.
if I take 2 strain, yeah.
No, because it takes double the maneuvers. So, for instance, I'm going to move your token here. You're in this range band. It takes both maneuvers to move into this range band. Then it would take 2 more maneuvers to engage with them.
Yep, he is correct. The range band, so if you look at underneath the range bands,
So to get
same
to him,
column.
I'm going to need to use 4 strain in 2 rounds.
Well, not necessarily because it's going to try coming to you. They're not
It's probably
affected
going
by
to
the
come to you.
difficult terrain.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, what you want to do is, if you want to fight things, you might want to go last and wait till the NPCs have gone. You might want to let me and Lux go first, because we're going to have to use our actions to free ourselves anyway.
Yep.
Just a
Sure.
suggestion.
Yeah, I was just going thematically. He would have been charging, like. But,
Well, it
Yeah,
also
yeah.
kind of happens around the same time, so it can still work thematically even
no,
if
that's
you
fine.
go last.
I'll just wait.
Also, mechanically, if you go last and then you go first next round, you get to do like a massive ton of damage in a very short burst.
Yeah, that's a good point. So it's kind of like supercharge.
So mechanically, it's very good to save your heavy hitter for last because they can instantly wipe 1 threat from the board in 2 turns. And if that's okay, then I think I'm willing to make the
All right,
That's
check.
fine.
right?
Yeah.
I think Grit should probably go first. I'm going to take my halberd and start cutting away to assist Lux in his escape.
Sure. So I'll let you say that you need to go now then because you're using an assist maneuver to do this. So yeah.
Help track. Lux is fine. Help track.
No, I'm in snare 1, so it ends after this round anyway. So,
okay.
Also,
it
you're a
makes sense.
dwarf, so I want to help you.
Understandable. I was just saying,
yes.
Racism.
if it's an action to free yourself from the webs, Lux is not doing that action. So I don't want you to waste your assist. You see what I mean? Like,
Well,
Lux is going to be casting magic. He's not going to be freeing himself.
I'm going to be
right
using
away.
my action to hack away at it too, so I'm hoping that at least takes turns off of your ensnarement.
Well, like in character, it sounds like Lux is telling you, don't worry about me. You know.
Yeah, Lux is like revving up a fireball to throw. So he's not worried about moving. I don't want you to waste your action to give me a boost die on an action I'm not going to take. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and what I'm saying is, yeah, the assist maneuver would give you the boost die, but I'm actually using my action to try to cut you out.
Yeah, so he's going to try and free you himself using his action. But he's also going to be taking a maneuver to use the assist maneuver to give you a boost die on whatever you do next.
Yeah, so maybe he's freeing your hand so you've got more room to cast.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't a waste, you know?
All right, so yeah, so you can go ahead and do the check to. So you're actually trying to hack the webs away, though, right?
Yeah, I'm just taking the halberd and I'm starting to hack.
Okay, so I'm actually, so this is one of the few cases where melee could actually hurt somebody like a ranged attack. So I'm going to cut it or use a story point to upgrade that. You don't want to get a despair because, you know, this is, yeah.
I probably
Totally.
can't hit him hard enough to get through his armor.
Lux is only wearing, like, cloth armor. He won't take it personal if you hit him. You know, accidents happen.
Least durable dwarf ever.
So you can use your
okay,
melee
yeah.
attack against that, the hard.
I just got kicked out.
Oh,
Well, we've got 3 PC slots. Why don't you go ahead and go, Tarak?
Yeah, all right.
If you're wound up and ready while he loads back in.
Yeah, so I'm ensnared 1, right? So at the end of, basically after my turn, the ensnare goes away, correct?
well, no. So that's the thing with ensnare. It ends at the end of your next turn.
The end of my next turn?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, no, I will take the action to do that then. So first of all, I'm going to do that roll, and then I'll get around to my maneuvers.
All right. Remember, you've got 1 setback.
Yeah, 1 setback, and it's 3p. I'm going to flip a story point. And then yeah, just.
And this will need to be athletics because you're bound. It's going to be really difficult
yeah.
for you to use your halberd. Or, ooh, nice. Okay, take a strain, but you have broken free of the webs.
Cool. Okay, so that is that. So I've broken free, and I have maneuvers. So I'm gonna spend use my free maneuver to enter berserk, and I'm just gonna end my turn.
All right.
Just gonna get really bad.
Yeah, no, I'm angry now.
Okay. So first PC is done. Next up.
I think Grit already rolled there, but was those rolls to make sure it was working, or because you've got like 3 melee
yeah,
heavies?
and as you notice, I totally messed up on the dice pool because I had added a dice instead of upgrading a dice.
Let's just re-roll that then. Wait, you're missing a difficulty though, or
It's an average of 2, right? And then you spent a point to upgrade.
no, it's a hard check. The average was the
okay.
fear check. It's a hard check to, yeah.
I thought
but
melee
you-
was a average, and then you upgraded it.
Oh no. Remember, you said specifically that you're trying to use a melee check to cut the webs away. So that's not a standard melee check. I'm letting you
Oh,
actually
okay.
use your melee check instead of the usual hard athletics check. But we've had quite a few rolls. Oh gosh. Okay. Um. All right. Looks like it.
But
Okay. Yeah.
on all of the rolls, he didn't hit me, so I'm happy.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll go with the last roll. You are not able to cut through. I mean, these webs are really, really thick and sticky. It's very hard to actually slice through them. All right. Anything else you want to do before I advance?
I'll since I didn't use my since I used my maneuver to aim, I'll use the advantage to give a boost to Lux.
All right.
I freeze hands at least.
All right. Last PC slot before the NPCs go.
Okay, so I have a question for you. If I add fire quality to my weapon, because what I'm going to do is I want to attack one of the spiderling swarms with a magical blast. If
Okay.
I add fire, is it going to set everything on fire, or is it safe to add fire?
Well, you know that it's going to start a fire, but you just
Well,
don't want to
right.
get around it.
I guess what I'm saying is, if I shoot a fireball, a fire with a magical attack with the blast and fire quality, is it going to set all of the webs on fire, or would that be like a despair option? Or I'm curious mechanically how we want to do that before I dedicate.
I
Does
can't
that make
actually
sense?
tell you because or wait, what was your? You did succeed on your knowledge roll, right?
Yeah, I did succeed.
Okay, yeah. So you would know that there's a chance with a despair that it could really start a bad fire, but without a despair, it's fine.
All right. Well, then we're going to try that. So we're gonna rev up a magic attack. So it's got a base of 1. I'm adding range for 1 increased difficulty and blast for another increased difficulty.
Okay.
We're going to target the spider swarm that is behind and on the ceiling here.
All right. I'm going to upgrade that check.
Okie dokie. So 1 upgrade, and then I've got a boost from Grit there. And I'm going to take the aim action, and then I'm going to take 2 strain to aim a second time with a second maneuver. And is there anything else? Do the spiderlings have any range defense or anything?
No. Oh, by the way, so I'll actually change the name for things. You'll see like A1, D1, or whatnot in names. So if you just see the name, then they don't have any defense or adversary.
Okie dokie. And I'm adding blast because I'm assuming that the swarm is a minion group, correct?
Yeah, there are actually 3 minion groups, but the swarm is actually a full-on swarm.
I guess what I'm saying is blast would affect it, right? Like it wouldn't
yeah,
be okay.
Yep.
Because blast doesn't.
Yeah,
affect the
they're
initial
3
target,
engaged
so.
with each other, but there's like
Yeah,
1,000 of them. So yeah.
I just wanted to make sure mechanically I wasn't adding blast for nothing, So let's see what we get. Oh, we got a failure, but we got a lot of advantage.
Blast can still be used on a miss, though.
I know. I am going to spend 3 of those to still activate the blast.
Okay.
You could do it twice and hit them.
I don't think I want to activate blast twice though, because I've got some strain I want to get rid of. But so that is going to be because blast is let's rank equal to my ranks. I didn't get any successes, and that's why I don't think I want to activate it more than once. Because I've only got 1 rank in knowledge. So yeah, it's only blast 1. I'm not even going to activate it once because blast 1 isn't going to do anything to them. They've got at least 1 soak. So instead, we are going to recover 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 6. I'm going to recover 5 strain, and then I'm going to pass a boost die to the next person, and then I take 2 strain for casting a spell.
Okay. Cool.
I really need to get ranks in knowledge.
Are you done?
Yep.
All right. So the spiders. Let's see. The spiderlings will move into short range. Then I will do. Actually, no. Spiderlings aren't as fast as the big ones, so this one will move into engage. It will take 2 strain. It is very hungry. Well, 2 wounds actually, since its arrival. And it's going to attack Gertak. Gertak, any defenses that I should know about before I roll?
No, just 5 soak.
All right, here goes. Oof. Okay. That is weird. That roll is wrong. Give me 1 second while I double check the sheet there. I actually tested these sheets earlier, so I don't know how that happened. Okay. Brawl is there. What the heck? Ugh, that's so irritating when the... I'm just going to roll again. Don't count this roll. Okay. Well, give me 1 second. I'm going to change the skill to a different one.
Is it just not taking the skill into account like it's supposed to?
Yeah, the skill is very clear and it tested correctly earlier. So I'm just going to switch it to melee and see if it works on the melee skill. This will count if it actually works. Wow. Okay. Well, never mind. I will actually roll that myself.
That is odd.
Yeah. Not sure what's happening with that. That's really weird that it's doing that. Yeah, give me 1 second here. I actually need to make sure that I get this right. So I'm actually going to delete that. I do apologize. While I'm working on this, start thinking about what you're going to move or what you're going to do with your next attack and whatnot. 2 goes here. All right. Let's try this. 5, 3. It's so irritating because I actually tested this beforehand too.
I mean, if nothing else, you know it's rolling 1 green. You could just put in the modifiers in the modifier section for what the skill should be.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I'll do that.
Just for a quick and dirty solution. But that is weird if it's messing up.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. But it's actually not taken into a... Yeah, jeez. That's so irritating. Okay, well, so we're going to add +1 green and +2 yellow. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, so it missed, but it is going to pass 2 advantages and an upgrade to the next Bane Spider. And I'm going to say that the Bane Spider is climbing on the ceiling because once again it's ignoring anybody who doesn't have a web on it. So it's going to move from 1 maneuver and then 2 maneuvers. It's in short range of Lux. And that is my go. Alright, PC. Last PC of the round.
I'm the last one, right?
Uh-huh.
I will aim and hit the Bane Spider. He's engaged with me.
Alright. So
Or
no
attempt.
defenses or adversary.
Yeah. You said no adversary?
Yeah, if I don't have like A1, D2, or whatever on their names, then you can safely just...
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So aiming and let's hit it. And I missed. But I will pass a boost.
All right. Are you all done?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Well, I can pass a boost and recover 1 strain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna recover the 1 strain I took and pass a boost.
All right, so spiderlings are converging towards Lux. Spiderlings converging. So that was their go. All right, top of the round.
Do you want to go again, go for it?
Sure.
Take another swing.
I'm gonna double aim and hit it again, hopefully. So because I am Sunderland's orc, I do get an extra boost, right? Because I'm attacking the same target.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it, but if
I
that's
can
what
read
it
it for
does,
you.
it's what it
After
does.
Sunderland's orc hits, oh, I gotta hit a character.
Yeah, you gotta hit him
I
first.
gotta hit it, so not yet. Maybe next time. All right, so 10 damage. With Pierce 2,
All right, 10 Pierce 2. Nice.
and I do crit.
All right. You can go ahead and roll the crit, and I'll name.
Should I have used that boost, or that boost goes for someone else still from my last attack?
No, it's just the next player. It doesn't matter who that player is.
Yeah, you should have used the boost because it's the next
So-
player gets it. So,
So
that
let me,
would be
let me roll that one boost.
All right,
So
nice.
that'll be 11 damage, Pierce 2. I'm gonna crit and recover a strain.
All right, go ahead and roll the crit. Slash roll 1d100. The problem is I just have one character sheet, so I can't do it on the character sheet for the enemies.
And that should be a
And that's plus
46
10.
because of Vicious.
Vicious 1, yep.
Give me just a second to get to the crit tables for you here.
Cortex just slashes this thing, yeah, like, I will drink your blood!
So a
Spiders
40,
don't have blood.
right?
He doesn't know that. He's not smart.
Is that what it was? It was a 46?
46.
So that is Headringer. The target increases the difficulty of all intellect and cunning checks by 1 until this critical injury is healed.
Okay. Yeah, I won't be using those, but I'll still change his name to Headringer. Okay. Are you all set?
Yep.
Next PC.
I'm okay to go if anyone else doesn't mind.
Yeah, go for it, bud.
I'm going to spend 2 maneuvers to move to engage with the Bane Spider on the left of Gofrak, the uninjured one, the one that isn't engaged with anyone else. So I will take 2 additional strength for that.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a reckless charge, so I'll take another 2 strain. And then I'm going to, what is it? Impaler, Battle Rage, and Berserk. Battle Rage and Reckless Charge. Battle Rage, Berserk, and Reckless. Sorry, I have these attacks already preset up on my sheet. So it's just a standard 2 purple check. There's no...
Correct.
Yep, and I have 1 setback from the Fear. You do say I get +2 damage, though.
You do. Mhm.
And there are no past boost die, correct?
Nope.
Right.
Okay. Well, wish me luck. All right. So that is going to be with the +2 damage from what you gave me for the fear check earlier. That's going to take that to 13 plus another 4, so 17 base damage on that spider.
All right, nice. Any pierce?
Is
Oh,
it-
no, okay.
No pierce. Is
17.
it still up?
Woof. Nice hit.
Is it still up, Tommy?
It is, yeah. You guys should
Right,
be able
then
to
you-
see the bars, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can.
Yeah, we
It's
can.
just then I'm going to activate Bull Rush, spending 3 advantage. So I'm going to kick it back 1 range band. I'm going to knock it over here, away from our Ironbound and Evelyn and stuff.
Nice.
And then that will leave me with 1, so I'll recover a strain. And I will let out a howl of Orcish rage because screw spiders.
All right. Good one.
And that's my turn.
Next PC.
Would you like to go, Grit?
Yeah, seeing that he's not able to cut through the bonds and Lux is like, I got this, and is throwing fire everywhere around, he'll swing around and kind of flank with Gertak and try to stab the head-ringed Bane Spider with his halberd.
Okay. So do remember, though, it's at short range, but it takes 2 maneuvers to get into engage because of the webs. So you'll have to take some strain.
Okay, I'll just take 2 strain.
All right.
Okay, looks like I hit. It's got Pierce 3, 5 damage, damage. So that's 6 with Pierce 3.
6 Pierce 3, that's nice. Okay. 6 Pierce 3. Let me make sure I get this right. Yep. Alright. Solid hit. With those 2 threats, I'm going to say that you kind of get off balance. You're about to fall into a web, so take 1 setback on your next check.
All right.
All done? All set?
All done.
All right, so the spider that you just hit, it turns from Gurtak because you were the most recent one to hit it, and it is going to try to bite you. So any defenses or anything you want to change before I roll?
Yeah, I have defensive with the halberd.
Okay, cool. So I'll add that setback. Someone said anything, but I can't read it at the moment.
Oh, I'm just.
Oh, okay.
It's not pertaining to the game. It's not important.
All right, so it cannot do the burn quality. So the venom comes out of the fangs, but doesn't quite hit you, luckily. But it does do 7 damage, Pierce 3. And that one is done. Let's see. Unfortunately, these things, I mean, they are animals. They smell blood. They smell food. So this one is going to also... I'm going to move you over just a little bit. It's going to move into your range band. It is actually going to take strain, aka damage for rivals, to get to you. It's super hungry, but it's hurting itself to get to you, and it is going to attack. All right, so I've got... do you want to upgrade the attack, or... Yes, no? Grit?
No, I just had defensive.
Okay. Oh, I just wanted to give you the opportunity to actually use a story point, but if not, here goes. All right. Ooh, lucky. Misses. Okay. I'll just use that as... I should have used the other one too, but that's fine. I should roll a boost, though, because the other one passed a boost. So let me do that. It's not going to make it hit, but it may give some advantages. So give me 1 moment while I do that. Boost by itself. Ha! As boosts always do. All set. Next PC.
I believe that would be me. Did you have both spiders? Oh, you did have both spiders go. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to once again try to hit these spiderlings, and they're in short range now, so I don't have to add the range upgrade. So it's just 1 difficulty plus 1 for adding blast to it. I am going to go ahead and add the fire again because I can do that for free. They have no defense or anything, so I will take a maneuver to aim, 2 strain for a second maneuver to aim.
I will upgrade that check if I can. Ooh, it's my last story point. Okay.
You really just want to see everything burn, don't you? You're just getting as bad as I am. And
Watch the world burn.
Let's see what we get.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so Lux kind of, says a prayer, and then flame comes from the end of his scepter as he throws it at these spiderlings. And you see his face like in intense concentration, like he's trying to contain the flame to the actual spiders. Mm-hmm. And that is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 base damage. I will spend 2 to activate the blast. So that is going to... It's only blast 1, but then I get to add those successes. So it's 5 damage to everything but the minion group that I hit. So the other minion groups... Well, I should say but the minion that I hit. I mean, you know how blast works with minions,
yes.
But it doesn't double dip on that one.
So what happens is when the attack first hits, you see that because they're a swarm, it's really difficult to damage swarms. However, as soon as the blast hits, it looks like the blast is much more effective than it normally would be, and it's actually doing double damage to
That's what I was hoping.
So it actually wipes them all out. Good job.
And then my last 2 advantage, I will recover the 2 strain that I spent for the second maneuver. And then lastly, I take 2 strain for casting a spell.
Well done. All right. Are you done?
And that will be it for me. Yes.
All right. So, spiderling swarm over here. Let's see. I think it's actually going to. Who's it going to go for? It sees Tarak kind of tired. Well, they're not that smart. It's going to go for the closest one, unfortunately. So, sorry, Gertak. It's going for you.
Bring it.
All right, so here goes. Spiderling swarm. And hopefully this works. Ugh, I'll be so irritated if this doesn't work after testing.
That one looks like it worked.
Oh, it works.
God.
Okay.
Oh wow.
It worked really well.
So, it is only 4 damage, and they are actually going to use the Triumph to engulf. So that you are covered in spiders. They are starting to go up your nose, into your mouth. They're like going all on your eyes. So they will remain permanently engaged with you and will inflict 1 wound per round after this one. And they will be able to get free spiderling venom on you, which you will need to resist each round. Those
So
threats,
I gotta
though,
resist. So 4 damage. I don't take any damage right now, but 1.
yeah, so no venom right now, but they have engulfed you, so you're covered in spiders.
Yeah, but I do get the damage. I do have to do a resilience.
Yeah,
check.
you'll do the resilience check next round.
I thought this one, right?
No, it's
On a hit that does damage. It didn't do damage, so I don't even need to.
right. That won't start until next round because now they're starting to crawl under your armor and clothes to just get to you through soak. Those 3
Alright.
strain, we can apply that as damage to them because maybe as you're trying to they're getting squished as you're moving around. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
All right. So yeah, some of the swarm is being squished. All right, so they are done, and the last one actually I'll remove from the order. Next round, PC up.
I can take
I'll
care of
just-
those spiderlings if you want. It might singe a little bit.
Yeah, they are
Sure.
engaged.
Why don't you try and burn them?
If you want, I can try, or I can wait and go. I mean, if you want to try to go after them, I was just saying it's an option. I can try to burn them off, but it might singe you a bit.
I mean, how do I get rid of them? That's the thing, right? Like,
You got to kill them. They're just engaged with you. Like they could still be attacked with melee checks and whatnot, I assume.
Yep.
I guess Gartok is gonna try and like melee attack the spiderlings. Now that he's covered, he's just gonna be trying to like kicking the bane, putting his foot ahead of him, the bane spider, so he doesn't like come closer, but he will still be trying to like deal with this spiderlings on him.
Mhm.
So what do I guess I'm just patting them with my weapon. That's
Sure.
That's how
yeah,
it would work.
like the flat of your blade, it still does a lot of damage. So
Yeah.
they're all small, but yeah, they're all on you.
Make sure to bite.
Remove that boost. I don't know why he rolled with a boost. I didn't have any boost on me.
Okay.
Oh, because I rolled with tenacious. My bad. Yes. So no boost. So it's 1 success, 1 advantage, and a triumph.
Okay. So I will say this. I'll give this to you free. Crits on these minions on a swarm will not work. But how much damage total is it? 9?
It is 9 pierce 2.
9 pierce 2. Okay, so unfortunately, swarms are immune to pierce. You pierce, you get 1. There's a whole swarm of them. And in reverse of blast, single target attacks actually do half damage rounded down. So that is going to be 4 damage. Let's see, that still might be enough to take this one out, though. Yeah, I think so. Actually, let me double check. Let me just make sure. Soak. All right. So 4 damage. Oops, wrong one. Ah, no, you got it right at his threshold. You've almost taken 1 of these swarms out. There are 3 equivalent minion groups, but it's like 3,000 spiderlings all over you. All right, all set?
Yeah, the triumph though, I am going to use it to increase the difficulty of the Bane Spider.
Sure. Okay. All right, next up.
So I'm okay with whoever wants to go next, but I was thinking I could try and kill the one on Grit, and if I don't kill it, I could potentially push it off. Because Grit's looking pretty roughed up at this particular juncture, correct?
I mean, if you want to go next, go for it, bud.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Alright. I'll take another 4 strain to basically repeat the maneuver I did before. The dice roll is exactly the same. So, and this is Battle Rage, Berserk, and Reckless Jump. Alright.
Wonderful.
So that's 3 threat, but it's still going to be the +2 damage. So that's 13 base. So another 17 damage on this thing.
Yep, it is down. I'm going to say those 3 threats, you are exhausted. 3 strain.
Alright, yeah, I'm unconscious.
Uh-oh.
Tourette goes knocking himself out again.
Also, because I am unconscious and I am berserking, that's another 6.
Yep, that's nasty.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yikes. Well, next up.
Do you want to go Grid, or would you like me to go?
Let me see. I can probably maybe finish off that spider that I was fighting.
Oh, it's dead. I killed it.
No, the other
one.
No, the headringer one?
Yeah.
Oh, the headringer one? Yeah.
I would suggest maybe trying to save your maneuvers to disengage, because provided it's okay with Girthak there, I'm going to try to burn all that spider swarm away. And Girthak's engaged with them, and you're engaged with Girthak, so it would carry over.
So the thing is, the spiderlings will remain engaged with him, but he can get disengaged from the headringer.
Well, I was more meaning for Grit to disengage from where Girthak is.
Got
So
it.
when I try to burn the spiderlings, it doesn't hit Grit also.
Got it. Okay. So, like, attack
Yeah.
and then move.
So I'll miss. I'll use the advantage to gain a strain, and then I'll take a second maneuver to fall back.
Well, remember, it takes 2 maneuvers. Or do you mean use your 1 plus a second one? I didn't know if you aimed there.
No, I aimed. So yeah.
Oh, then, yeah, you're not going to be able to move away.
All right.
Yeah, difficult terrain. I'm going to keep that result only because, I mean, it's a spider web, so.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe pass a boost to Lux?
I'm done.
Yeah, he recovered a strain with his
Oh,
advantage.
got it. Okay. So, NPCs. Oh, right. So, the Spiderling Swarm. Gertak, take 1 damage through Soak. And I need an immediate average resilience check.
Okay.
Alright, so you fail. Take 1 strain and you take an additional 2 wounds straight through Soak. And that... The Spiderlings, like, they are just all over you. Okay, next up, Bane Spider. It sees that the Spiderlings are all over Gertak. It's going to follow you because, you took a swing at it. So here goes. Any changes to the roll, or?
Nope.
Or I meant to say grit. It's following grit. That's... Sorry, I did say Gertak. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for Gertak. Yeah, maybe it's trying to feast along with its spiraling. So, all right, 7 and Pierce 3.
So take 4.
Oh, actually, it's going to enact its burn. So it's next turn, next 2 rounds, you're going to have burn 5 or damage 5, unless someone can remove that.
Might, yeah. We'll see.
Okay, so I remember. Okay, so that one's done. All right, PC, last PC of the round.
All right, so here's the options, and I want to. This is player to player because it would involve damaging you. I can blast, which will hit the swarms and the headrung spider, but it's also going to hit Girthak and Grit because they're all engaged.
1 second,
right?
someone in my door. Right back.
So if you guys are fine with that, I can do that. Otherwise, I could try something else. I think that in the long run, that might be the best because it's going to remove them, and the blast shouldn't do enough damage that it severely damages you two. But I want to make sure that's okay with the players before they take damage from my character's action, because I can do something.
Yeah, I have soak 4, so it shouldn't do too much.
Yeah, because it's only blast 1 plus successes. So
Sorry, back.
Are you okay with getting in? If Lux blasts them, he can hit the headringer and the spiderlings, but it's going to hit you also. Are you okay with that, or do you want me to do something different? Because I can do something different. But I think taking them out quicker will save more wounds in the long run.
Well, if you... Because you could heal, right? And then I could kill one of them next turn.
Yeah,
And
but
now
he's
I
talking
have
about
to-
killing all of them now in exchange for a few points of wounds.
Yeah, but those points of wound, I'm still taking those.
His
5
blast
points
is
of
1
wounds.
though. It's
Yeah,
blast.
it's only going to do 1 damage plus successes, and you get your soak against it. So I don't know what your soak is, but for instance, if you have a soak 4, if I get 3 successes, you take no damage. If I get 4
I'm just
successes,
saying, if you
take
get
1.
sure, if you want, sure, let's do with that. But if you get a lucky roll, I am down next turn.
I mean, and I can try to heal you back up also.
And also the burn damage also is resisted by your soak.
Oh, okay. So I won't take any damage from that.
Oh
Yeah, if your soak's high
okay.
enough, the burn just won't
Yeah.
do anything to you.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
so
then
let's-
sure, go ahead, burn.
All right,
Blast
so
it.
let's try for this. So it's short range. I don't have to apply any range difficulty. It is 1 difficulty plus 1 for blast. I am firing at something that's engaged, so as per normal rules, it's upgraded 1 automatically. If I get a despair, the initial attack will hit one of my allies in there.
Yep.
I'm going to aim twice, so I take 2 strain for that. And you want to spend any story points or anything to upgrade it?
I don't have any actually.
You don't have any. Okay, cool. Then we will we'll try for that and hope for not a despair. And we got not a despair.
Ooh.
So that is going to be we would have targeted the big spider because the swarms take less from the direct impact. So the big spider will take 4, 5, 6, 10 minus its soak. And then I will spend 2 to activate the blast, which will do 5 damage to everything engaged. So that includes Grit and Girthak. It's 5 damage minus your soak.
And that's actually double damage for the swarm. You have wiped them away.
Yep.
They've burned clean right off of Gertak. Maybe taken his eyebrows with him, but otherwise, well done.
And then my last advantage, I will recover 1 strain, and then finally take 2 strain for casting a spell. And so if you guys took anything, the blast was 5 damage minus your soak.
All right, I took 1 wound then.
All right, good job, guys.
And my ensnare finally goes away. I was reducing that by 1 every turn because I figured what it was doing.
Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys over.
So Gertak would have spent a minute
Oh, sorry for
Using
that sound
his-
effect. It's not supposed to happen.
using his blood shaman powers to boil his blood and attempt to heal himself. So that would just be it's just an average primal, I guess, to call it the healing spell.
Before you cast any spells, let me do healing medicine checks on all of you.
Okay.
All right. What is your wound?
Oh,
are your wounds less?
Oh, actually, sorry to interrupt, but before that happens, though, he still has venom coursing through his veins. So, but it doesn't even affect you. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
you're,
doesn't
you're
affect
too
you.
tough.
Enough soak. He's a toughen.
Never mind. Okay, great. Sorry, go ahead.
I am
Right,
at
so what,
8 out of 16.
So you are at half, which I think makes it an
At half,
average.
I think that sounds right.
GM assistant, can you double check that? Because it might actually be easier. Because I think it has to be over half.
Yeah, I'm checking the rule real quick. Let's see. I want
Thought it
to
was
say if
under
it's
half.
I want to say if it's over half is what I remember, but
Current wounds equal half or less, so easy. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
I
better.
just got to the table. Yeah, because just about everything in Genesis is above threshold.
So you heal, I think, 4.
Nice.
You're 4.
All right, so you guys just took on a bunch of giant spiders. And as you look around, you guys can. Well, actually, you wanted to do a healing magic check. You said.
Yeah, I want to see if we can get Tarak up real quick, and I know I can get that with advantages. Can you also medicine him, and you want me to heal him first before you I don't know how medicine interacts with strain.
Yeah, I can medicine everyone once for free, and then you can do your magic.
Okay. Well, I was thinking if I get enough advantages, it would reduce his strain threshold, but I think medicine is just based on wound threshold, isn't it, for the difficulty?
Yes, yeah, and I've taken no wounds.
Right.
It's all straight. Sorry, guys. I hurt myself.
It was worth it though.
There Tarak goes,
All right,
knocking himself out again.
I'll heal 1 strain from you then.
Alright, because you still count strain above your threshold, right?
No, it
That's
counts
just
up.
wounds. You count it over threshold, right, though?
Right, you counted over threshold. Up to
Yeah,
double.
so I'm at 16 now. My threshold's 10.
All right, and let's do a heal spell on Tarak. So you get 2 more wounds back, or 2 more strain back, and I take 2 strain for casting. Oh, and I should have clarified. Do you want these heal spells to be before or after the recover strain from combat? Or are you including this as part of the encounter for that?
Well, it's a new encounter now.
Okay.
By the way, Grit, you didn't need to roll the. It was an easy check, so we can take. You get an extra advantage, so 4 strain removed.
Okay, anybody else need healing?
If you want to do a check on Lux just to get rid of some strain, if you get advantage.
Yeah, so by the way, I didn't allow this in Star Wars because I know some people who are more familiar when I was doing the Star Wars campaign, you needed to have wounds. It's kind of a long story. I don't care about it in Terranoth. You guys can absolutely use smelling salts, pungent ointment, whatever, to help with strain. So that's totally fine. Easy medicine checks to help with strain.
All right, I'll heal 1 strain off of you then. And anybody able to use a heal spell on me?
Yeah, give me just a second here. So that is still just a 1 difficulty, and so you get back 3 wounds and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strain, and then I take 2 more.
And yeah, Gartek would be boiling his blood. Thematically, that's what he does, but yeah, just primal magic.
All right, I'll medicine myself then. Anyone else has medicine?
If this is after the combat, could I do a strain recovery roll?
Yes, absolutely.
Yay. Do I still have the setback from being afraid of spiders?
No.
Okay, because I killed them all, right?
And I'll go ahead and do my strain recovery roll. Ooh, nice.
Discipline. All right, so that's.
Woo! That was a good roll.
I'm at threshold.
You are conscious.
There we go. So Gertek has no string and one wound now.
All right. So, are you guys all set?
I believe so. I believe we're as good as we're going to get. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
So now you may search around the web. So everyone, give me a hard 3 purple.
I mean, I
perception
can
check.
because I cleared all my strain. I could just do a quick heal on Tarak, see if I can heal some more strain for him.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, technically, with
Can I
spells,
do an
we can-
alchemy check to get reagents from the spiders?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Make it an average check.
So I failed. Sorry, Tarak.
Oh, no, you
It's okay.
got an advantage for healing.
Yeah, you
magic.
didn't heal any wounds, but that's fine. You can use that for strain.
Yeah, he gets 1 strain back on an advantage.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Take a strain grit, but yeah, you find some materials. We'll talk about that later, but you definitely find some usable, maybe some venom from the spiders and whatnot.
Some spoder venom,
Yeah.
and I'm going to use a story point, just because we seem to have hogged them all on my perception check that you wanted.
Okay.
And that was a 3 difficulty, which garnered me absolutely nothing. It didn't upgrade. I forgot to upgrade. Let me roll a yellow die real quick. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I thought I put the upgrade in.
I should have used the thing on the strain recovery.
And it's going to replace the first one, so I get a completely blank roll.
Okay. Next up.
Everybody make a 3p perception check. Like you don't have to wait too long.
Oh, everybody has to make it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just read that on the screen. It was on my face before, right? Oh, my God.
Wow.
You should totally give Tarak some strain.
I was thinking, I don't, because you were saying everybody make it, and I'm thinking, but I don't want to. Mechanically, I don't want to.
All right, so you actually find a body of an adventurer who fell prey to the spiders before you. As you cut away the silk strands, you find 2 healing elixirs and a scroll. And it'll be a hard knowledge lore or average divine check to realize what the scroll is, to correctly identify it.
Oh,
Just 1 per the party, though.
I think my divine is 2 yellow, 2 green. What's your lore? To see who we we could collaborate.
You have the better. I have 1 less yellow.
Okay.
So
It's
I'll
actually
give you a
lower
boost.
difficulty, too, for the divine.
Okay. What difficulty did you say the divine check was?
Divine is average.
Alrighty. So average.
I'll pour over the scroll with him too and give him a boost.
Yeah, good.
Alrighty, and 1 boost from the assist there.
Mhm.
So 2 difficulty, 1 boost, and we got 2 successes and 3 advantages.
Lovely. So you find a scroll of turning. On a hard discipline or knowledge lore check, all undead minions within short range are vanquished. And each triumph may also vanquish an undead rival. 1 use per scroll. One thing to note, because I know sometimes people might think, well, what's the point of using discipline if you can already do that with discipline? But scrolls can even be used if you get a despair and your magic runs out because you're using the magic of the scroll. So, yeah.
Right.
All right. So, mark
You
that
mean
down.
discipline or
Who
divine?
actually, I need to know who's going to carry that scroll, though.
I guess Lux and Grit would kind of talk it over, and well, I could use it, but I've also got my holy magic. How comfortable do you feel with it?
I have the dispel scrolls already that I would be using, so perhaps it would be best with you.
All right, I can hold on to it then. So I guess Lux will hold on to the scroll of turning.
Okay. Tell you what, I don't want to cheese it too much, but I'll give you guys one more heal check to Turok before you guys kind of have to get moving, because you do know that you need to stop this necromancer sooner rather than later.
All right, yeah, I will. Look, guys, I'm bad at taking care of myself. You know what? We have story points. I'll use one to upgrade this. Because I'd like a triumph. Triumph would be great.
Oh no, this is strictly a spell check. You don't get
spell
a
healing check?
you're not going to get a second rest recovery roll. This is just
All right,
them
yeah.
spelling using spells as you're moving.
I mean, if anyone wants to do that, I'm still using a story point.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll cast it. I think I have the best spell casting ability there. So one upgrade from the story point. I won't click it because he already did. And nope, 4 wounds.
I have no wounds.
That's not my fault. You strained yourself.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying I'm fully healed.
got to be careful with that.
I take 2 strain
that's fine.
for casting a spell.
All right, so the darkness fades away, and you enter a hallway lined with large candles. Surely the necromancer Mavaris Skein is nearby. How do you proceed?
I proceed to now know his name.
It was mentioned earlier.
Was it? I didn't think it was.
In letters
Yeah,
and...
it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, I guess we better get on getting on.
Should we have an ironbound go up front to trigger any traps?
Aha.
Lux is gonna kind of give a sideways glance back to the Captain High March and see what she thinks about that suggestion.
Yeah, she's like, that's what they're there for. So, okay. Yeah. So one of the ironbound is going to go forward. All right, here
Do you
goes.
want us to get like in a marching order here?
No, not necessary. It's just who needs to go first. So.
Okie dokie.
All right. One of the ironbound is torn apart by massive axes that swing out of the walls. So you have one ironbound left.
Well, that was fortunate.
That is a good call having that ironbound go first.
Yeah. So you still
Grit
have...
makes a whole lot of noise about, glad that I prevented this from killing anyone, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, he's, quote unquote, checking out the ironbound to repair it, but mostly he's looking at the innards and seeing what parts would be good.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's pretty gone. You could repair it, but that would take days, and you don't have days. By the way, before we move forward, that was a separate encounter the previous slide, so you guys can all do rest recovery rolls for that one. And then you'll have another one for this one. So go ahead and do 2 rest recovery rolls if you want.
You're just trying really hard to make sure Tarek doesn't fall over when he sneezes.
I'm sorry. I mean, we have them, so I'll use one.
Yeah.
'Cause
You guys
I
are
can get
so
crud.
lucky that I'm not like the GMs that I play with. Whew, goodness.
Strain's a resource. You got to be careful with it.
We can think of it as like a birthday blessing. The spirits are looking out for Tarak, or trying to, making it hard for them.
Alright, I get another free back. I'm good.
Okay, so the hallway is quite long. This is a very large expanse for the catacombs. How do you proceed?
I think just as we were doing with the ironbound in front.
Okay.
Well, then we're
Point
gonna
of order,
lose,
though,
but then
we're
we're
gonna be
gonna
fighting a
get a
necromancer.
setback. We're gonna be getting setbacks.
From
Oh
what?
no, it's lit now. So yeah, at least right here you don't have to worry about light, and you do have the guards with lanterns.
And us, well,
I
at least
more
I
want
have
to keep
dark
the
vision.
ironbound for the magic protection rune.
All right, so yeah. What do you guys
Who
think?
has good adventuring?
Yeah. Wow, I guess no one.
What skill is adventuring?
Adventuring.
College adventuring.
intrepid team of adventurers, and no one has adventuring.
Or cunning?
It's a knowledge check, actually. But you can use, I'll say that you can use perception. It'll be a hard perception or an average knowledge adventuring check.
Let's have Grit make that knowledge adventuring check.
Yeah, I can roll 4 green.
Yeah, 4 green is nothing to sneeze at. That's actually really good.
Do you want me to use a story point?
Yeah, for a chance to triumph, go for it. Plus, we got to give Tommy some ammo there.
Oh gosh, yeah, I need to start doing that more. Okay, so yes, you do see some traps. It looks like a massive arrow trap. You will either have to have someone trip the trap and potentially take damage, or use a skullduggery check to disarm it. It'll be a hard skullduggery check.
How is it set up? Like, if this is a hallway, is it like way too long to like go around a corner and trip the trap?
Correct. And I will actually upgrade that check right now.
And
these are only the holes that you can see, but with that knowledge adventuring, you know that a trap like this, there are probably some unseen ones and all kinds of terrible things that can happen.
So you can go grab a spider body and throw it down there.
If you want to take the time to do that, yeah. But that will take time. That will change stuff.
We don't have time, yeah. Gertak is gonna approach it, call Grit over for his help. Gertak's gonna be the only one putting himself in danger. Basically, Grit's just gonna be telling him what to do, hoping this will give him a boost. So Gert will be like, small man, smart one.
Grit says much better on the second one.
Perhaps you can help me. You can show me how to disarm this. I have some knowledge of dealing with traps, but two
Grit nods and he's like,
are
I'm much better
one.
at building them than breaking them, but I think I can help you out.
Gordak will also quickly cast a augment on himself for his skullduggery, taking 2 strain to cast that spell. I am assuming that in this case I don't need to roll because
if it's a spell with difficulty like augment, you always need to roll.
Okay, I will roll for that. Let's see, there were 2.
Just because there's a chance of failure.
Oh, I will actually upgrade the augment check too. 1 second. Whoops. All right. Ooh, nice. All right.
Succeed. And I will now
don't forget to take your spell strain.
My roll.
With augment, it's not an upgrade. You just add a green die.
No, I'm upgrading my roll because I'm rolling. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in relation to the augment. It's a little funky with the base system, but it's always add a die.
Yep.
And do I get a bonus for Grit helping me?
Yes. But don't forget to apply your spell strain. 2 strain per spell.
I did.
Oh, okay,
I have 2 strain. Yeah. I had 0 prior to casting this.
Got it. Okay. Woo! Okay, so take a strain, because...
Actually, that is... sorry.
Oh.
That is a mistake.
Oh.
I need to roll 2...
Yeah, he didn't roll his skullduggery.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
So 2 advantage, 1 success.
Cool.
I'm just going to say I clear my strain with those 2 advantages.
Sure. Oh, sorry. Technical difficulties there. That was weird.
I was going to say, have I died? I appear to have disappeared.
We just moved to another slide.
Wait, actually, that wasn't supposed to happen. That was really weird. I may have to restart my Roll20 because you guys are not even on the GM layer. Oh,
You might
okay.
have
No, I put you on the
accidentally
GM layer by accident. Okay,
Okay.
there we go. Okay. I was like, what's going on here? Okay, so yes, you do fix or disable the arrow trap, and tons of arrows go flying by. Well done. So, you get one more rest check. This is quite a long hallway.
I'm not sure if you're just being overly nice to me now. Kind of feel bad.
It's technically another encounter, so I'll give it to you.
There could have been a lot of damage in there with the axes and then the arrows and everything, so it makes sense.
I am being nice to you, though. It's your birthday.
Unfortunately, I don't get any back for advantage.
Oh wow!
So
Ignore the roll.
Don't be nice to him for self-inflicted strain. Like,
yeah.
don't be bad, Rad.
I have a build set up, and I don't take any strain recovery until I get to the tier of the tree that allows me to get to a 5th level talent. So I am bad. I'm doing this intentionally to myself. I was hoping to get some advantage to get strain recovery in those fights, but it didn't happen.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break. I'm going to coordinate with Nick, and we will get started with the final encounter.
Cool. Thank you very much.
And where did my break page go? It disappeared. What the heck? Oh, there it is. So let me get rid of that version of you guys. I'll move you guys up here. You know the drill. Move down below once you're back, and we will continue in a few minutes.
Yep, I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee real quick.
Back, we are about to head into the final confrontation. So the other team is actually viewing this VTT, but you know, they're seeing you guys through the hazy mist, and we will advance. 1 second. As you move past the trapped hallway, you begin to hear screams over the sound of ritual chanting, followed by something worse. You are too late! I have completed the spell! The portal to the infernal plane is opening and cannot be stopped! You will join the ranks of the adventurers who tried before you, risen from the dead in service to me. Justine! Fulfill our pact! Alright. So, 1 second. Move over to the final map. So, as you guys look through the mist, you can actually see your compatriots. They are very hazy, and they can actually see you, but they cannot speak to you directly. However, with the concentration maneuver, you can communicate with each other via text. Not via voice, though. You will start out long distance from the portal. Short long distance. Sorry, I know that sounds weird. The closer edge of long distance. These guys will be behind you. Well, actually, I'll let you arrange yourselves as you see fit, but you may start within long range, either 2 away from, or yeah.
So isn't long range going to be 1 further back, because medium 1, medium 2, long 1?
No, medium only has 1 range band. Going from long into medium is the extra range band, but medium into short is just one.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No worries. I had to think about that too for a second. So, yeah. And you guys go ahead and roll your initiative.
And you said this was vigilance?
Yes. Actually, what happened to the final music? What the heck? Of course.
It decided not to play.
Oh, well.
I did really like the layered sound effects on the previous slide, though. That was really nifty.
Thank you. Yeah, it took some doing to find. Yeah, for some reason, I don't have it. I'll need to find my final music. Check. Great.
If we can get a vigilance initiative check from Gerthok there.
Sorry, my thing was blank here. I was reloading.
No worries.
So vigilance initiative.
Yes. And I'm just messing around with sound first, but what the heck? It's supposed to be here. Ah, there it is. All right, so I'll get your initiative stuff on the board. I'm just going to put it over here because they're going to the opposite direction.
Now, Grit accidentally rolled the non-initiative vigilance first. Do you want that check or the check that auto put it into the tracker?
We'll need to not redo it. We'll just edit it to what it should be. Okay. Yeah, don't forget, always use initiative unless specified.
I can tell you what that needs, what change needs to happen whenever you're ready for it.
All right. Okay, yeah. So let me know. Change.
A 2-1 for PC needs to be changed to a 0-5.
0-5, and we've got an extra initiative in here.
Snarfs it in the chat.
Yeah, Samarsa. Remove the 1-2 from Samarsa.
All right, so that's what we've got, yeah?
Yes.
All right, so I will do the baddies.
All them baddies. Ooh, a triumph.
Okay, you guys should recognize a name there. Olivan.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got... Whoa, an NPC first. What? Okay.
And your barbarian had a triumph if you wanted to do something with that before the regular round starts.
Sure. I'm actually going to have him move forward. So he's going to shamble forward.
Excellent.
Actually, I'll let you guys decide who's going to be furthest, closest to the undead barbarian. I'll give you guys that choice.
I think that's between our orcs.
Yeah, I think Gothrak and Tarek,
yeah.
there'd be enough space to advance side by side down this corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine we'd have both been at the front together.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is I'll let you guys choose who he attacks when he's able to attack. Who wants to take it?
My idea I would say is, Tarak, are you okay with him attacking you? So then you don't need to use strength to move to him at all.
Oh, actually,
and then-
no. Instead, I'm going to have Tristane. I'll just do it. Tristane's closer to Tarak. Undead Barbarian's closer to...
That's
Kurtan.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
I mean, I would have been okay with him attacking me. It's just that I actually want to take the strain to running because I want to do my reckless charging.
So one thing,
Okay.
you can actually hear Lagershak's voice fading in the distance, but he is telling you that you can actually affect the other side with a concentration maneuver. He's not as meta as that, and with an added difficulty. Also, I need everybody to give me a hard knowledge forbidden check. This is an incidental.
Let's see, hard that is 3, right?
For me, so basically, if you don't have any knowledge skills, that would be a hard intelligence check.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, Grit, you know that portal is going to open in 3 rounds. You can disrupt it, so he says it's inevitable, but it is in fact not. You can use a dispel on it. However, the dispel, to get it is base difficulty of hard, and that's within short range. Each range category beyond that adds a difficulty. So you can either
but
try.
what would happen if I had an Ironbound with his anti-magic runes jump into it?
So that will increase the check to shut it down. Yeah, it'll give the 2 upgrades in your favor.
All right, so yeah, I'll shout out to them. I guess not shout so loud that the necromancer will hear. I'll just say, if you can get me in that Ironbound to that portal, I can close it or disrupt it.
Okay, so 3 rounds, and yeah, we'll get started. So, first up is the NPC. He got a free maneuver, and the ghost of Tristane Olivin is going to engage with Tarak, and these ghostly hands stretch forth. So, here goes. Any defenses I should know about, or changes to the roll?
Just hit me.
All right.
I mean, not that hard, right? Like,
All right, so I will use that triumph to haunt you. You are now, it's 3 damage directly through soak, and you are haunted with a story point. That ghost can remain stuck to you. All right, and what do you want to do with that threat?
yeah, for a single point of threat, I'll just have him take a strain.
Okay. So he has to really concentrate hard to affect you. Okay. Next up is a PC.
I mean, I'm here. I'm engaged with him. So I'll take a maneuver to berserk because I won't take the 6th strain until after the end of the encounter, until I'm unconscious, which hopefully doesn't happen soon. He is an adversary, so that'll upgrade the check once. And I'm going to use a story point to give myself an upgrade.
All right. I'll use the story point back. Keep it even.
Right. And then I am going to... I just need to check which one of these it is.
Oh, actually, why
Rage and
don't give me 1 second. I'm going to jump into the other channel because we actually have a combined pool. So, hey guys, sorry to interrupt. I forgot one thing. What is your story pool at? Because
Yeah,
we'll combine them.
I was just texting you to ask if
It
you were.
was, I believe, I don't remember. I think it was 2 and 2.
Yeah, it was 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Okay, so I'll add them to it right now. All right, great.
Okay.
Don't touch the story points for just a second.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Is really good though.
Yeah, with
Okay.
the story point, I'll be rolling 4 yellows.
Oh yeah, give me
Yeah,
1
that's pretty
second. I have to change the story points because we're combining the pool. So it's now 5 story points.
Nice.
Okay, so lots going to be happening. Tarak, did you go already?
No, I haven't made the roll yet because you jumped out.
All right, so yes.
But I will make that roll now.
Okay.
All right. So I miss, but I think I'm going to recover free strain there.
Okay. Well, that's a
And
good
I'm
choice.
going to, I'm going to take 2 of that advantage to perform a second maneuver. And that second maneuver will be to aim.
All right.
So I'm just going to do that so that I can remember.
Okay. Good one. And all set?
Yeah, I'm good. That's my turn. Sorry.
No worries. All right, next up.
Do you want to go Gerthak, or if not, Lux can always go at any
No,
point?
you can go.
Okay. Seeing a very nasty ghost there, Lux is going to maneuver to engage over here and try to help Tarak out. And we are going to try to smack it with some magic. So with my scepter, I add the close combat modifier for free. I'm also going to add fire for free from the flames of Kelos. I am going to upgrade the difficulty by 1, add 1 to the difficulty to add holy to it. And he has adversary 1. He doesn't have any defense though, right?
Correct.
For the ghost of Tristane.
Mhm.
All right, so adversary upgrades it by 1. I will take 2 strain to aim for a second maneuver.
I'll upgrade it.
Do a story point to upgrade it. Alrighty. So that looks like difficulty 2 upgraded twice. 1 boost from my aim maneuver, and 1 boost from having a scepter, and we get a smack on him
Nice.
for 4-6 base damage. And then does the holy apply its
It
bonus? to
does.
this?
And actually, I'll even
Okay.
say this. As you are swinging at it, your weapon passes through it almost harmlessly until the flames ignite. The magical flames. So yeah, those do
But,
count.
Technically it's not a weapon, it's just the magic with the scepter. Yeah, I know what you mean from the flavor. So if it counts, that's 6 plus 2 for each success.
Mhm.
So that's going to be 14 damage.
All right. 14 damage. 1 second here. 14, and he's got very low soak. His soak is his presence, actually. So 14, and so close.
And then we're going to spend 2 advantage to ignite him.
Okay.
It's only burn 1, but
Right.
it's 6 damage for the burn.
6 damage, but that'll happen on next round, correct?
It burn happens. I can't remember if it's the
It
start or
happens
the
on
end of his turn.
Yeah, the start of his turn, burn happens.
Oh, the start.
Yep.
Oh, actually, but the Mavaris game might be able to do something, so we'll count that. So
Very true. And for my last advantage, I'm going to pass a boost die on to the next PC, and I am done.
I'll put a red for the burn. So it's burn 1, right?
Yes, for 6 points of damage.
Okay. Nice. All set, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so, that's a good point. I think Mavaris wants to do something here. What can he do? Actually, he'll just want to raise more undead. So, he's like, bah, Tristane,
So useless.
worthless. All right, 1 second here. What? He failed. Boo.
Your evil shall not be allowed to perpetrate in this place no longer. The flames of Kelos are seeking you.
So at this, however, the blast of necromantic energy that radiates out does empower the undead barbarian. I'm going to give him 2 boosts. He'll get the next boost and the floating boost. But Mavaris Skein is done. Well, wait a minute. Anything else he can do? Yeah, he's done. Dagnabbit! Foiled! PC is up.
Do you want to go, Grit, or?
No, you should probably lock up everyone so that the Ironbound and I have a clear run to the portal.
Yeah, I like that plan.
I will put myself in between the group and the barbarian.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to spend that 2-string yet because I want to do something else.
Okay, so you're just going to be at short range instead of engaged?
Yeah, because otherwise I gotta use 2-string, right?
Right, yeah.
It'll be 2, yeah. I'm just gonna be at short range.
Alright, I'm just going to move you so you're not quite touching.
And I will yell out to Evelyn, send your guards to deal with the skeletons. And
Alright.
as I say this, raise my axe, boil my blood. Gartak will scream in pain a little bit and cast Augment on himself for heavy, melee heavy.
Okay.
So let me roll that. No. Fail.
You have a floating boost die from Lux as well.
Oh, all right.
It
I might
won't
change it.
actually
Yeah, it
change the
won't.
roll,
Yeah.
but you might get another advantage.
All right, so I'll pass a boost to someone, and I will recover the 2 strain from casting.
Nope. The strain from casting happens after you resolve the rest of the dice roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
correct.
So I will pass. 2 boosts or 3? Yeah, 2 boosts. 1 to the next person and 1 to specifically to Grit.
Great. Alright, all done?
Yeah, done.
Alright, so the undead barbarian is going to close into engage, and it is swinging both of its axes. By the way, in the background, you guys can see Turnus, the guy who actually gave you the original mission way back when, and he's bleeding out. Looks like his blood is helping to fuel this portal as well. Forgot to mention that important detail. He was the one who was screaming earlier. Alright, so dual slash with axes. This guy does have the talent to remove the difficulty. Oh, but he has to take an extra maneuver. Got to remember that. So maneuver is used.
It's a good talent, though. I like it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Undead barbarian dual swing. Here goes. Okay.
Miss.
Misses. Oh wait, but he has 2 boosts. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he does have the 2 boosts.
Yeah, I'm not giving up those this time around. All right, here goes.
I mean, if you let us use them retroactively, it's only fair, right?
Yeah.
What? Did you guys actually say anything?
We got
Nope.
Tommy
Just your name.
GM.
Okay.
There it is.
All right, so it did work. Fortunately, that is going to be 8 damage twice, and it'll pass a boost to the next. But you've got good soak. You can take it.
Did he take a maneuver, 2 strain?
Yeah, I need to add that. Oh, it's not showing. I did put it in, but it's wounds. It's a rival. I put it in the wrong
Alright.
spot.
No worries.
There we go. Okay, so wait, did I? Wait a minute. Okay, he's done. PC's up.
This would be Mr. Grit.
All right, Grit turns to the Ironbound and goes, Ironbound, to me. And then I will move 1 maneuver, taking 2 strain for another maneuver, and dispelling.
All right, so unfortunately, it's not close enough. It can only go so far, but it's behind you, but not
Yeah.
engaged.
I think it's going to probably take multiple. So
Yeah. All right, so it's going to be a hard check, and wow. Okay, you have dispelled the portal.
No, that was Zemarabi.
Oh. Oops.
But I'm okay. Zamrod,
No, actually, I'm going to upgrade that check. Ooh, I got to get that in there.
Actually, I take that back. I have faith in Grit. He can do this.
All right, so the check is upgraded.
So 2 purples and a red.
Yes.
Don't forget you have 2 boost dice.
Oh wait, what's the base difficulty you said at
It's hard.
engaged?
Short range and within is hard.
Okay.
So describe what happens. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah, so Grit, as he runs, he sees the blood flowing from the fallen man into there. He kind of just hurls his halberd so that it'll land on the stream of blood to temporarily interrupt it. Pulls out the scroll. He notices that the runes look really twisted versions of what he saw back in Dunwar when he was reading through the catalogs of the rune masters, and starts reading off from the dispel scroll. The blood starts curdling. First it dries and clots, and then it starts to turn black, and then it starts to ash away. This portal starts to look like it starts starving. The energy glowing inside of it starts reaching out, trying to grasp little tendrils at the blood, and then as it starts to starve, it starts to collapse and dissipate.
No! How dare you! And so Mavar Skein, you have earned his eternal enmity. So, are you all done?
Yeah, will be it.
All right, so the skeletons are going to shoot at you. You're in short range. Here they go. Do you have range defense?
I do not have defensive right now because I threw away my weapon, and that's melee anyways, I guess. Yep.
Here goes. Actually, they don't even have to move. They're going to aim. So, here we go. Let me make sure I've got that right. Here goes. Ping.
Do I have cover from being engaged with the portal?
No, the portal's destroyed. You wrecked it. 9. But they do get a threat. Do you want to apply that as damage?
Can I give them a setback the next time they fire?
Sure. Yeah. Remind me of that. Actually, I'll put a little icon on them. All right, 1 setback. Okay, so they are all set, and I'm actually. Let me put the portal. Just so that people can tell, the portal has been shut down. Good job.
Oh, did he manage to permanently shut it down?
Yeah, he disrupted the spell.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Yep. He'd have to do a whole new ritual to get it started back up again. Don't let him escape. All right, so, it's my go. Oh, Mavar Skein, he's going for you. So he starts chanting and points his bone staff at you, and you can feel the chill of the grave. And here goes. Short distance. Here we go. Hey, where'd it go?
Oh, I thought he had failed the last time he tried. Does he have 2 actions?
This is the new
This
round.
is the start of a new round.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh boy, that is 13 damage. But he does, and he will. Oh, he can't heal. Oh well. Oh, haha. But he will take maneuver, and I will heal him. So he's actually funneling strength into his dream self.
Real quick, Grit, make sure to look at the handout for advantages and threats and magic, because he did get
Free threat.
three threats there, which the magic ones are different. You can use the normal combat ones as well, but the magic ones have additional.
Yeah, I can cancel his spell and make it happen next round.
All right. So yeah, what do you guys want to do with that threat?
Or I can make it hit his barbarian as well.
Might not do much. Maybe if it's necrotic. I don't know. But we can try. Yeah.
I mean, you could always do the have it take place next round, and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a heal because that's gonna take me down.
Okay, so what are you guys doing with his spell, though?
Have it happen next round. That way you don't take the damage till next round.
Yeah, we're canceling a spell and it'll trigger next round.
Oh, okay, so maybe you just see these ice crystals that have been held at bay, and they are about to engulf you.
Yeah, like the
You
remnants
still
of the dispel that I just did holds it back for a moment.
Yeah, the fading energy. I like it. Very cinematic.
But that only takes 2, and we can do one. One.
You could give him 2 strain or 1 wound.
Yeah. 2 strain, I would say.
Well, it's his choice.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 straight.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. It was Grit's choice. My bad.
No, it's the controlling player's choice. So it's in this instance it's Tommy's choice since he's the controlling person of the caster.
All right, PC is up.
Yeah. Gortak will just attack the barbarian in front of him.
All right, so the barbarian is adversary 1, defense 1. Man, you guys destroyed the portal in the first round. That's crazy. Good job.
Adversary 1, defense 1. I'm gonna aim twice. Look at all those blanks. Alright, that is 10 damage, pierce 2. And I will take an extra string, I guess.
Solid hit. All right. All set?
Yeah, I'm done.
We have another PC turn. I think Lux should go.
I was going to type it out, but Lux is going to look at Tarak and say, "Oi, clear me a path to grid. I'm going to try to save the lad."
I'm also
okay, yeah.
I'm also just going to move next to the Ironbound and have the Ironbound jump in the way.
Well, he can't because the spell still hits you. I'm going to try to give you some more soak or heal you to survive it.
No, the Ironbound specifically has an ability where he can intervene and take a hit.
Well, no, that he needed to actually be there when it was cast to do the upgrades. The attack already happened.
No, we're talking about using the. You said the Ironbound also had an ability where he could intervene and just take the hit, but that
Oh,
was
yes. Sorry. Hmm.
Yeah, no, that
so
could
I think that's
totally
what
work.
Grit's talking about.
Yes,
is
yes,
using the
absolutely.
Ironbound to take the hit for him.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you want me to go, I'll go. So I'm literally going to shout to the guard, "Move the Ironbound to Grit. Have it get between him and that foul necromancer."
You have Dispel
as I-
still. I mean, the turn undead.
No, Tarek has the turn. Lux has the turn undead.
Yeah.
So am I going? That's what's happening,
Yes.
right? Okay. All right. Just so I'm clear. All right, because I'm just gonna swing at Spoopy Necromancer here. I'm gonna upgrade the check once with one of those.
I'll upgrade as
I'm
well.
gonna send a second maneuver to aim since I'm already engaged. I don't have to do anything. You'll upgrade as well. Okay. And then it's just a battle rage.
Ooh.
Alright, so that will be a grand total of 1, 2, 3. 15 damage. But I suspect it won't do anything because it's a ghost. But
Is your weapon magic?
I mean, it's a signature weapon, so
I don't think that inherently makes it magic,
that's,
though.
no, it doesn't inherently make it magical.
Well, that's okay, but what's the total damage, though?
15.
15. So, it actually does half damage, but I think that's enough, actually. So, I'll do half damage, round it down, so 7 minus soak. That's enough. Take him out. Maybe your rune flickers, and that's just enough magic to dispel this foul creature.
Alright, so I'm going to spend 3 advantage to recover strength. I'm going to spend 2 advantage to make an immediate free maneuver to move, and then that will leave me 1 advantage, which I will use to pass a boost die to the next active player.
All right, nice.
And that is my turn.
NPC is up. Who's going to go? So Necromancer went, Barbarian went, Tristane is gone, so it'll be the skeletons. Oh, they hate Grit forever. Grit, how could you destroy the portal? No. So the skeletons are attacking you. They're filled with the Necromancer's rage. And they are going to aim like last time. Alright, 7 damage. And I'm going to pass 1 boost to the next to go, and a specific boost to Mennara's skein. Alright, I am done. PC.
Do you want to go, Grit, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go, and I guess if I go and start treating the guy on the ground, would the Ironbound and its movement still be enough to get to me?
Yeah, actually, I mean, he's in short distance of the portal.
Alright, so with that whole big blast, the god hammer of ice and death, like hovering over my head, I yell at the Ironbound to intercept, and then grab the guy and start treating him.
Alright, it'll be a hard medicine check.
Did we need to flip a story point or anything to trigger the Ironbound's ability, or is it just something we need to choose to have happen? I couldn't remember.
Actually, let me double check. I would say, I mean, that's something that needs a story point. So,
I mean, that sounds fine. I wanted to make sure that way we could flip one if needed.
Yeah. Flip that story point. All right, so it'll be a hard medicine check to get Turnus back up. Ooh, nice. We'll say that maybe you inflict some strain on him. But he is up. So actually, I'll bring him in. Let me move this guy up. Move this guy right here on top of the portal. I'll just move you over like that. Alright, so you've got a Knight of Kelos on your side as well. So if you choose, he can add 2 boosts to your next attack. Or anybody who's within short range of him. So
Lux is next, right? No, NPC is next.
And actually, while that happens, Turnus says, "Thank you. This foul necromancer, we can't allow him to live." All right. Oh, great. You're all done, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So, NPC, who's left?
I think that would have been.
It would have been Tristane, but he's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Barbarian is left.
No, he went.
went.
He hit you. He smacked you. I thought.
No, that was the
Yeah.
other round. I actually already removed Tristane's.
Oh, you did. Then
yeah.
it would be the barbarian.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so-
Barbarian. He only hit me once, unless he missed and I didn't.
No, that was the previous round.
Come at me!
Alrighty, here goes. He's doing the same thing. He's taking maneuver, but he's already close to you, so here goes.
That's gonna hurt!
That is 11, but he can't do it twice at least. But yeah, 11.
11 minus 5. Ooh.
Ka-chunk. Woof. All right. Last PC.
That would be Lux. For the Ironbound, we need to flip a story point for that, don't we?
Yes.
All right. So I will go ahead and hit that to do that, and then he moves over, so he'll intercept the spell for Grit.
All right.
I'm trying to decide if I should throw out some healing magic or try to get rid of the necromancer.
The spell wrecks the Ironbound.
Healing on me or Grit would be helpful.
Healing both of you would be a problem though, because you're spread out.
You also have Turn Undead. You could just remove the barbarian.
I mean, the barbarian is probably going to die next attack of mine.
It takes a triumph to get rid of a rival.
Right. Let's.
I'm more afraid of the archers.
Yeah, let's do this. Are the archers engaged with Skein, or is it that just where the token?
Yeah, that's where I moved him just to give some room. He's not actually engaged with them.
Okay, that's why I wanted to check. Yeah, we'll try
Just-
to remove the archers because they've been beating up Grit there. So we will spend a maneuver and then 2 strain for another maneuver to move into short range of them.
Yep. I'm going to upgrade that
This-
check. They don't
These
want to go.
guards haven't done anything against these archers.
And then you're going to spend a story point to upgrade it.
Yeah.
I don't have any maneuvers to aim. They have no defense. That's a minion group, right?
It is.
All right. So yeah, I will add blast to it, and I will add holy to it. So it's going to be 3 difficulty upgraded once against my divine check.
Ooh.
So I did succeed. So that is 6, and because it's holy, so it's 6, 7, 8 damage to them. And then
Oh, that's
I don't
enough.
think.
They're wiped out.
Oh, just on the damage with that. Okay, so then
No,
with the
no, it's
4
going to take
advantage-
blast to finish it, but
Well, will the blast get through their soak? Because it's only blast of 1, so it'd be 2 damage on the blast.
oh no, it wouldn't.
Right. That's why I need to get more ranks of knowledge for it to be effective.
Actually,
but I
okay,
wanted
let me
to
make
put it
sure
in there
I'm
just in
doing.
case.
So the total damage is how much?
The total damage is 8 from the initial hit,
Okay,
and then
that's
if I
including the holy,
activated,
right?
Yes.
8. Okay, so let me do this right. So okay, 1 is left. Oh, but you've got.
I'll use the 2 to activate burn. So it's a burn for 1 round for 6 damage because it's only the base damage that the burn is applied to.
Yeah, that's going to be enough. Mavaris isn't going to worry about that. He's going to let it burn. All right, they're both down.
Then the last 2, I will pass 2 boost dice to the next player, and then finally I will take 2 strain for casting a spell and be done.
All right. So it's the top of the next round. Ooh, Mavaris Skein. What is he going to do? He sees someone close to death. He's going to shoot at Grit. So Chill of the Grave once more. Actually, he's going to do 2 things. He's going to use Conduit. He's going to cast Wall of Bones. So that is Wall of Bones, Conduit, and now he's going to use Chill of the Grave on Grit.
Yes, he missed with Chill the Grave.
Ah!
Yes!
Ah! So he concentrates, and you see the splintery bones start to swirl around him. So now he has a barrier strength 4 around him. And, with that triumph, what am I going to do with that triumph?
Yeah, but what are we going to do with this threat?
Well, let's have it go off next turn.
Yes, let's have it go off next turn.
And then let's have me go next and I'll hit him in the face.
Ah!
You
That's
can do
valid.
that.
No, that's great. That's very cinematic. So explain, just RP-wise, how that happens.
I'm thinking it's the dissipating magic energies from the dispel and the portal that are just slowing
Yes.
down his magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
He reaches
maybe-
out to the skeletons that just got down and he starts pulling the bones towards him, but they're not coming as fast as he had hoped, and his eyes kind of
Ooh.
go wide.
That's beautiful. I like it. You know
Yeah,
what?
I like it.
That's enough for 1 XP, just for roleplay and cinematic flavor. So please mark that down, because I know I'll forget it. But yeah, and he missed the Chill of the Grave. Ah.
Oh,
But-
and he has a setback dice on one of those from last time.
Oh, I thought it was the skeletons that had the setback. I had the setback
Oh, okay, yeah.
notation on them.
Yeah,
sorry.
you were
Yeah,
the
it was
skeletons.
the spell.
All
Yeah,
right.
it was the spell.
So that triumph, though.
He's got that triumph.
Let me think about this. And he's got those advantages. I'll do the triumph first. So okay. Triumph. I'm going to say that he is going to. Crap. I can't think.
Was that a modified barrier spell that he used?
Yes. Mhm.
Because I want to say.
It has a set difficulty.
I know. I was gonna say, and I checked the handout I have, and it doesn't. Let me check the book. I think that some of the spells have triumph conditions in them, and I'm trying to remember if barrier does for like an additional effect.
Oh yeah, actually, I've got that right here. So let me see, barrier.
Yeah, barrier doesn't. Although you could always go with like a free upgrade without adding the difficulty for it afterwards.
But
as a GM
if
call.
he survives, but yeah, okay, he's gonna get an upgrade to his next check. Now with those advantages, he is going to he's going to heal 2 strain, and he's going to pass himself a boost. He's going to heal 3 strain. So actually, he's going to. Yeah, he didn't have to take. No, he used a maneuver. Yeah,
he would
he's
heal
gonna have
2
to do
strain
that.
from Wall of Bones, and then he would still have 2 strain from Chill of the Grave, because unless the NPC has different rules for spellcasting.
No. He's still going to take strain. So, all right. So the total amount of strain. I'm going to move him down just a little bit. Actually, I'll just use all of it. Yeah. He'll still have 2 strain because that happens after. Okay.
Right.
And then we'll pass
All right.
a boost to himself. All right. Sorry about that. Next up.
Gortat
All right.
will go next.
I was gonna say, could I go next? Because I can
Well,
screw with the necromancer, and it's better to do that with the boost die. And you still get to go before the barbarian potentially.
I was hoping to get the boost die also, so I don't miss, and I finally get to kill one thing. But sure, go.
I mean, I was just thinking from a tactical point of view, I could get in there and do as much damage as possible to the necromancer. That was all.
Oh, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yep.
All right, then I will take 4 strain.
Oof, I'm going to upgrade this check.
To perform a second maneuver to get to engaged, as well as to activate my reckless charge. You're going to upgrade this check, so it's going to be 2 upgrades because he is an adversary. He has a defensive 1. I have 2 boost die. Before we do this, I'm going to flip 2 story points to activate my signature weapon, my heroic ability. I'm going to flip a second one because that's not on the roll. So this will be a second, another one to upgrade the roll on my side. And then I'm going to hit this button and hopefully hit. All right. So I'm going to activate my critical because I have the Ruin of Blades. It's going to immediately inflict a bleeding out critical injury on him.
Oof. He is bleeding out.
And then he's going to take 11. He's going to take 17 damage, but I believe you reduced that by 2 because of his Wall of Bones, then his soak. So it's going to be 15 after his Wall of Bones, and then minus whatever his soak is.
We delayed Wall of Bones.
Yeah,
it
you
wouldn't
delayed Wall of
activate till his
Bones.
turn.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's 17 minus his soak.
All right, so I'm going to have to look at
Plus the
this
crit.
1 second. All right. 17. He's pretty frail. He doesn't have a lot of soaks, so that's going to... Oof, okay. Okay, so he goes down. However, you can see his dream self is still up. So, I am going to have to borrow some wounds from this guy or transfer some wounds. So he is actually going to stay up. And GM Assistant, can you type in chat and let them know that I'm actually inflicting...
Do you want this in Discord or Roll20 chat?
Roll20 chat. I'm inflicting 5 wounds onto the dream self to keep my guy up.
Now, obviously, when he goes next, he'll take another wound, another straight.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I wish I could ping people like you can in Discord to make sure that that Lagershak saw that. I'll whisper it to him.
All right, nice move though. Fantastic. And are you all set?
That's my turn. Yeah.
And next PC.
Gortek will attack the barbarian.
All right, adversary 1, defense 1.
He gets tenacious because of well, first he's gonna take a maneuver to use a healing elixir.
And also, take 2 boosts from the captain. She's right there. She's helping you.
Oh yeah, I can do that, right? So 2 boosts from the captain, 1 aim, one boost from tenacious. I did use a maneuver for healing elixir. That's 5, right?
If you don't have quick draw, it's a maneuver to pull it out and then a maneuver to drink it, and yes,
That's
it would
true.
heal you for 5 wounds.
Yep.
All right, I will do that. Yeah. And yeah, it should be good.
Ooh.
So yeah, that is 11 damage, pierce 2. And I will recover strength. And pass 1 boost.
That's enough. You take him down. Good job. All right. All set?
Done. Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. You've taken out all, so I'm just going to remove these things from the board. PC is up.
Do we have any? We don't have any baddies left here, but we can. You said we could use a concentration to help those
Yes.
in the dream. Like,
Uh-huh.
can we? You said it's kind of hazy. Can we like see what's going on there?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Also, can we
But-
just keep boot partying the necromancer and its wounds go to the dream?
I mean, you can try the. I mean, he can do it in exact increments, so it's up to you how. But yeah, exactly. You could just. But as long as he stays alive in one of the realms, he is still alive.
Let's try that. Do you want to go, Grit, to heal yourself? Well, we both can go before the necromancer. So, Lux is just going to, yell out, "By the fires of Kelos, be purged, evil!" and maneuver in here.
Go ahead and take 2 boosts from Turnus. He will help you.
Awesome. And we are going to smack him with Holy Awesome. Now, he has Adversary 1, so that upgrades it, and he has a melee defensive 1, correct?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay.
We're
And
gonna upgrade
then
that
we
check.
will
Just in case.
upgrade it, okay? Oh, yeah, no worries. And we are going to increase the difficulty to add Holy to it. I don't think we really need to add anything else because we're looking for raw successes here. I will.
Oh, I
take
will
2
say
strain.
this. You would know that Holy works on necromantic creations, but he is actually alive. Even though he deals in necromantic energy, that's not going to work on him.
Okay, so Holy won't affect him?
Right. I mean, it's just like if he used a necromantic energy on you, it's not going to
no
work. But
worries.
if you were like
No worries.
more like an actual spirit of, holiness or whatever.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Actually, I'm not going to aim. So let me remove those 2 strain because I have something else I want to do with that maneuver. Alrighty. So I got 2 boost from Turnus, 1 setback from his defense, 1 upgrade from adversary, 1 upgrade from your story point, and I'm actually not adding anything into this, just fire. So it's just a 1 difficulty holy smite check. And so that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
If you want, I'll give you with the triumph. You have ended him like in this realm, and he won't be able to do any more shenanigans going back and forth.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll burn him to ashes. How about that? Just the fires of Kelos erupt from his feet to his head and land in a pile of ashes. The evil that was here walks no more.
All right, yeah, he's done. I'm just gonna move him over so I can actually change his icon. They're probably going to be wondering, what is he doing? Is he flying around?
I will heal 4 strain with that, and then I will take 2 strain from casting a spell. So I actually just in total lose 2 strain.
Okay. And actually, just for flavor, because one of those boosts actually did happen, I'm going to say that Turnus, as you struck him, the fire also lined his sword as he plunges it into the necromancer at the same time.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking like the old RPG dual strikes, like from the Words Are Hard second Detsu series.
Yes. All right. So all set.
Yeah, that would be it for me.
Okay.
Because there's nothing else here, so I actually just
Yeah, so you guys can actually start to affect the other side. You can help them out. It'll be a concentration maneuver, and same range band, so you might have to move around a bit. But yeah, so difficulty is added once. So last person to go.
Yeah, that would be. I think Grit's the only one that hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, so healing myself with my apothecary kit is very, very hard at this wound threshold to do. So I guess I'll just do a concentration check. What was the difficulty?
So same range bands as the other group, but it's added difficulty. So concentration maneuver to affect the other realm, and then +1 difficulty.
Yeah, what's the pool for a concentration maneuver?
Oh, I mean, it's just a maneuver.
I guess what he's asking is what I'm also not clear on is what are we rolling, or is it just a maneuver to do it?
Oh, you can see his name. He's adversary 1, and then 1 melee and 2 ranged.
Oh, so it's us actually attacking him.
Yeah, you can affect the other realm.
Okay, I thought we were just like setting positive feelings into the dream.
No,
Yeah.
like you're actually affecting the other realm. Yeah, it's just 1 added difficulty to shoot into the hazy dream
no
mist.
worries. I was confused on that also. So yeah, we could just attack him.
Oh, this is bad.
All right, I'll just take this turn, I guess, to grab my weapon and like get in a defensive stance. Not quite sure what to do.
Okay.
Hiding behind Turnus.
All right. Turnus, who is like has no armor, has like tons of cuts, but yeah. Next up.
I can take a swing.
All right. Yeah, it's almost dead.
So like, yeah, I can just like hit it.
Yeah. I mean, you have to get over to it. Just move into the range band.
But so there'll be 2 movements, right?
Yeah. So you'll take 2 strain.
Well, but then I need to. Well, then I need a maneuver to.
It's fine. You can do it. You can do it. So
Okay.
just it's going to be a hard check. Adversary 1, so upgraded once, and melee 1.
I will do 1 different attack. I'm just gonna try a primal attack then instead. No, that doesn't make sense. So I'll just do what I was doing. There you go.
I think they actually took him down while you were deciding.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. You can swing at his ghostly form just for good measure.
It's all good.
All right. I'm going to jump into the other channel and tell them they can join us.
He just starts to. You hear the ground rumbling.
Good job, guys. You guys can jump over to our channel now.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Talk about Grit and I killed the necromancer.
I mean, I one-shot him, and then he used his creepy magic to give himself more life. I call that a win on my part.
Except we're gonna be like, yay, we won, and then suddenly this big wall of bone pops up around us.
I mean, does it happen when he's dead? Does it just go off after the fact?
No,
It does, yes. The wall of bones. Yeah. Oh, Where's Nick? There he is. Okay. So good job. As you guys take hold of the Dream Shard, both of you guys are able to touch it in both realms. You now can freely communicate with each other. You have defeated the necromancer. Well done. So yeah, congratulations. You guys did really, really well. I was actually pretty worried at first, but as always, you guys exceed expectations. It looks like the Dream Team also did a fantastic job. Actually, we had a teammate who was about to swing, and then we saw it go dead just right before he swung.
It was by one. It was by one health. It was really close.
All right,
You're welcome for me forcing him to have to use extra life from it.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a team effort. You guys all did a great job. I'm just going to collect your tokens, just get everyone in the same spot.
So Turnus was on side then.
Yes, he his blood was being used to fuel that sacrifice. His original group that came in this way did not do so well. Some of the spiders got some of them, and yeah, it was a kind of a bad scene. Oh, actually, I need everyone on my team to give me a hard vigilance check. Everyone on the Dream Team, I need a daunting vigilance check.
Okay. Vigilance, daunting.
I'm going to use a story
I
point
think
to
Grit
upgrade it.
passes.
Yeah, I was as well, because like we're at the end of the session presumably, so why not?
I want to use story points for crafting.
I mean,
It didn't help.
that's on you.
All right, so as you guys are looking through things, everyone who succeeded, GM assistants, let me know the total number of people that succeeded.
1, 2, 3.
Hang on, I'm just about to roll.
Okay.
So far 3.
Do you want the total successes and advantages, or just the number of?
Oh,
pass fails?
just the number of people who succeeded.
So two. So that's with two. Your normal green for the vigilance and 2 and 4 purple.
Yeah, for the Dream folks.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Has everyone rolled?
I think.
I think so.
Let's see.
So that's 4 people succeeded, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all the people who succeeded, you noticed the city guards starting to pocket stuff without telling you or anybody. What do you say?
Captain Evelyn, could you get a hold of your people? All the stuff could be contaminated. We need to go through it all.
Gartok would be right behind one of them, watching him do it, just sharpening his axe and giving him a very intimidating
Okay.
look.
What in the world are you doing? And so she turns around, and all of them are, caught red-handed. They're like, and they don't want to say anything. What do you guys do?
I point my spear at them, and I turn to Captain Evelyn. What is the punishment for theft in your city? Surely this property belongs to us, if not the magistrates of the city itself.
It belonged to the magistrates, but they know better than to touch forbidden works. And
Excuse me, I asked you what the punishment was.
their punishment will be decided by me at a later date, at a later time. We have done you a service, but you can tell she's upset at them, but yeah.
Excuse
Have they
me.
put anything
You
back
have done
or no?
us a service. It is we who have rid you of the necromancer.
Now, laddie. I'm sure that we can agree it was a team effort, and that the city here of Nerekhall has upheld their obligation to get over their troubled past. Graciously, as he's motioning to the captain, as well as her folk here were just tempted in a moment of weakness, and I'm sure over several sermons they will come to realize the error of their ways.
So they look very embarrassed. Yes. We're so sorry. We're so sorry.
Did they put everything back?
They did. Yeah. You caught them before they could pocket the stuff.
How sad. My axe loves human blood.
So you guys do find one letter, though. 1 second. So I will actually show it to everyone. Dear Mavaris, I believe we've reached the point where we may address each other by our given names. Another shipment of materials will be sent to Faltus as requested. As for the Dream Shard fragment, I have entrusted it to my most loyal guard. Should the unthinkable happen, he will seek you out to enable my return to a future of shared fortune. Eliza Farrow. Dun dun dun. And when you look at the Dream Shard, you can see a jagged piece has been removed from it. It's not a full Dream Shard. It's not like she can just come back from the dead willy-nilly, but
Oh, no.
her spirit is lurking out there somewhere. All right.
Samsara looks at that locket he got and sees something suspiciously looking like a tiny fragment of a shard.
Well, actually, it wouldn't be there because then you would actually have it. So, yeah, her guard has the shard. All right, so we have completed the mission, but we will head to the favorite part of the adventure, XP and rewards. Yay!
Just for interest, because I don't know if we'll be starting fresh next time. But since this is presumably the end of the encounter, just so we're clear, I'm back at 10 strain again.
Yay!
I'm at threshold.
Yeah, you didn't knock yourself out this time. Good
No,
job.
What away?
Okay, so things are a little bit different on team missions like this. So all your efforts as a team all count. So
Interesting.
yeah, for the base XP, it is 5. However, and GM assistants, if you can please mark these down, you guys get +2 because you did persuade this council to provide members of the City Watch. You also get +3 for persuading them to provide Ironbound. I actually was not expecting those to happen. Both happen. You get +1 for at least one city guard surviving. Well, a bunch of them survived. You did.
All of them.
You did let all the Ironbound get turned into scrap, but hey, they helped out. +1
survived though.
What's up?
Evelyn survived.
Yeah, well, you guys get an XP for her just in general. +1 XP for noticing the theft of Mavar Skeins scrolls, and also, Lux, we have some more XP that you guys had earned.
Yes.
Yep.
We have +1 for bringing Captain Highmarch, +1 for having rope, and +1 for the cinematic stuff that Grit did during that last combat.
Yes, great. All right, so Nick, you've got the rest.
Yeah. So they were in charge of being the arbiters of negotiations between each of the 3 darknesses to find a mutually satisfying treaty between the 3 of them. Unfortunately, they were only able to satisfy 2, so they get 2 XP for that. They did rescue the child.
Did we?
Yes, you did.
I set its face on fire.
We nearly didn't rescue the child.
So
We
it's
melted its face.
it's it ties back into the dreams and how just because what happened in the dream itself is what you perceived doesn't necessarily mean that is what happened.
All right. Well, I'll take the
Does that make
XP.
any-
But
Does that make any sense?
yeah, I get it. But I was just under the impression that setting the child's face on fire doesn't count as rescuing
Yeah.
it. But
So the
who knows?
difference.
But did he
Yeah.
die?
I'll tell you what the difference is there's a difference in the dream. In the dream, there's a difference between the child being trampled by the orcs, and then the child, and then you interacting with the child in the way you did.
right.
And we did decide to go in instead of carrying on destroying the child. So
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
And then another
It's getting
XP
spooky.
for preventing the enemies from reaching the gate. Another XP for seeing through the phase facade.
Cool.
And I said at least 1 XP for the negotiations because you guys all did a really, really good job analyzing and dissecting the the desires and flaws of all the participants, and besides just doing a good job mechanically with it, role playing it, and really doing a good job at being arbiters and trying to, get equal ground between three fairly different entities.
Well, thank you.
Good job, guys. All right, so what does that put us at total?
21.
21. All right.
Yep.
So, let's see, 21. There was something else I was thinking of.
If we get one more, it puts me at 25.
Oh,
But
defeating,
the option-
shutting down the portal in the first round. Goodness gracious.
In the first round?
In the first round, yeah, they shut it down. I was like, Nick and I were actually saying, oh gosh, is this going to be too dangerous? Oh man, I don't know, maybe. And they shut it down first go. So anyway, you get 1 XP for that. So
22.
yeah, so 22 XP, and you get a lot of rewards. So among the ruins, you find a bone staff, a warding talisman, Deadman's compass, a horn of courage, and a sacrificial dagger, and a rusty orcish hatchet. 700 silvers to be split among you all evenly, so that should be 100 each. And you also get 200 silvers each by the Council of Magistrates in thanks. So everyone gets 300 silvers. Well done.
Very nice. Very nice.
And so if one of the GM assistants can add the shared loot to the adventure log, and then later on we can figure out who's going to take what, who should, but even the people in the dream realm, you guys are all entitled to this equally with the people in the waking world. So
Perfect.
yeah.
So I mean, we have. I don't know if everyone's available to have it just to talk about it, but I have time.
Okay, sure.
We can do that after the recording, though.
Yeah. So
Sure.
thank you guys for playing. I was really excited to do one of these double missions. I've done this quite a bit with my Star Wars campaign, so I was very happy to get this in pretty early on. So thank you, Nick, for being available and being great to collaborate with.
Happy to help.
We'll end it here. Join us next week where we have GM Rad and GM Jack, who will be stepping up with their own adventure with some pesky elves. Until next time.
Ooh.
Hey, elves.
May
Until
the
next
Lord be
time.
with you all.
Thank you.